Yellow, yellow, everyone. It's your friendly neighborhood Neos back at it again. We are doing a discussion stream on the Nintendo Switch 2 Direct that I didn't live stream this week because I didn't feel like I needed it to. This is more for my boys than me. They've got more out of this than I did, so I skipped over this stream. We're going to discuss it, but we're going to discuss it now. So I'd like to introduce AJ Plays or Andre Plays, whatever he's going to go by, and our other friend who's you've seen in the other streams we've been doing, Jeffy Alecki.
We're back at it. Hear me out. So, Calvin's been defeated, all right? Just know that we beat
Hold on.
Calvin.
This has nothing to do with Calvin right now.
I get they have to know. Calvin, he's gone. You don't have to see him.
Jeffy's on a high. We defeated Calvin. We got further. Now Nintendo Direct got some games that he's enjoyed.
We beat Calvin twice in a row.
Oh,
Technically three times.
what do we want to start with? Do we want to go in order or?
Probably easier to go in order.
So I guess well,
Some things we can just skip over if we truly care about it.
yeah. So I mean, I guess I kind of forgot about other racing games, but Mario Kart World.
Mario Kart.
That actually piqued my interest.
It very much did. And one of the streamers that I was watching this morning while I was watching the live stream, he brought it up. Is essentially Breath of the Wild slash Tears of the Kingdom mixed with Mario Kart, and it is.
I was like, yeah.
Open world and
I was like, cause it made me think of. I mean, obviously, like with the less, with more like character interactions. But I was like, first thing that came to mind was like, I don't think we had an open world racing game before. Then I thought about Forza and stuff, like not Forza, but I think it was yeah, it might have been Forza, but yeah, like the Need for Speed and stuff.
Motorfest, you got
Yeah, I was like, but I was like,
all those.
mind you, a lot of those don't get talked about a lot. And a lot of people like, every now and then you'll have like people who own it, but no one talks about it. Meanwhile, Mario Kart's over here, it's like, yeah, now we're gonna do our take on that game style.
oh yeah,
The
You can play as the crab. You can play as the crab.
shoot the cow.
Play as the crab. Yeah, the
you
cow.
can play as the bonefish. Play as the bone. No,
Yeah,
one of the YouTubers I was like, he brought up a good point. If somebody passes me while I'm in first place as the bee and they win the race, I'm finding their homes and I'm hurting.
I just think, like, I'm all for more characters, but I know
Yeah.
full well some of them just should not be there. Like, you're just panning it out at this point. You're just pandering the roster.
Yeah.
But it's fine, I guess. Like the bonefish, the crab is what got me. His claws aren't even on the handle or the steering wheel of whatever he's driving. His claws are just out.
The fish doesn't even have hands.
No. I mean, but at the same time, I'm interested to see because they showed the actually, I'm gonna go back to it. They show most of it with Peach, but like the customization outfits and stuff. So like,
I love that.
I'm interested to see this.
Woman.
Yeah, the that I'm interested to see the different types of vehicles because clearly they're gonna show new vehicles. The grind, the rail grinding is definitely gonna be a whole racing mechanic. That's gonna be really good to
That
car.
wasn't even rail grinding. That was just fighting on the wall.
No, they had grinding too.
Oh,
Yeah, go back to it because I think
Hopping from
yeah. So like it literally went from him rail grinding to then showing that you can drive on the walls as well. So like it's definitely more 3D maneuver now.
even more so than 8, which was all about zero gravity. So I like this because I need to know what the gimmick was.
Yeah.
Until this day, I still kind of don't know what the gimmick is, other than the fact that it's. Well, I know the gimmick is you can drive around this wide range map, and the cool thing about it as well is that when you go to the next race, you're race to the next race, so there's no downtime.
Yeah.
At least from what
not at all.
how it was explained to me.
Yeah.
You're driving
It's essentially it's not even really like a
to the next track.
yeah. It's not even like a fully on load screen. They'll probably show you like, oh, you're going to this location, then you'll literally just be driving to the next location.
Oh yeah, because
And that's pretty
it was
cool.
a race to the next map. That's what it was. That's
Yep.
what it stated. It was a race to the next map.
Now I will say, what was that game? I forgot. It was very important.
Oh, let me click.
Sonic Racing.
Oh yeah,
Right, that game. So very. It sucks to be them right now. It sucks to be a fan of that game.
yeah.
You released a game called Sonic Racing Cross Worlds, and then Nintendo out here says, "Yep, Mario Kart World."
Oh, not even worse. I know it's technically at the end of the list, so we shouldn't talk about it yet. But I'm gonna bring it up now. They're also bringing back a Kirby racing game too. So honestly,
Yeah, but we. Yes, that is fantastic.
so
That
we got a Mario Kart game and a Kirby game, a Kirby racing game. Oh damn.
we are back.
I mean, it's sad. Sonic is Sonic's not falling behind. I'm wondering.
Oh my god, Kirby.
Oh, I'm wondering, looking at this, if this is all we have, or we're gonna have more. I guess Grand Prix, or I like groups basically. Cups is what they call it. I wonder if we're gonna have more cups.
Definitely have more. We're definitely gonna have more cups.
Cause
They're gonna add. Definitely gonna have DLC. This game. Listen, Mario Kart 8 lasted like over
7 years.
11. Man, I thought it was 10. When did Mario Kart 8 come out? It was on the Wii U.
it sure was.
Was my apologies. Oh my god.
Yeah,
How old am I?
we're unks now. We're unks. You're gonna have to hold that bucko.
I hate you because Jason is gonna start calling me that too. I was like, no, the fuck you not.
He's like, all right, Unc, let's get you back in that lawn chair. talking about Mario Kart 8.
Got me got me physically up. But it looks, the maps look,
Actually 10 years old.
man. The maps actually look really good though. I know they're gonna annoy the heck out of me.
Why?
I just know some of these maps are gonna be hard to understand, and they're gonna get real annoying.
Oh. Well, potentially. And I only say that because some of them might have aspects of like from Mario Kart Tour. Some of those maps in Mario Kart Tour that they later brought to Mario Kart 8, some of them are kind of difficult because there's a whole bunch of turns and stuff, and then you got to look at the arrows and all that. I wonder how many of the maps are going to be like that, especially because the whole point of each of the maps is that you can drive around in free roam
Also,
with your friend.
while you're talking, I'm looking at you. I don't think I see a Rainbow Road.
They're not
I
going to
mean,
spoil a Rainbow Road.
Yeah, you can't really do that because of a couple things. Of course, spoilers, but at the same time, it's gonna go from town to Rainbow Road.
Yeah, you're just going to have to wait, Bucko. They're not going to show Rainbow Road like that.
Oh no, the elimination test. That's gonna be crazy.
Yeah, knockout is nice.
I'm definitely gonna struggle with that one.
Yeah, you're gonna get in last place every single time, get eliminated for
Yep.
first round.
Mhm.
You gotta spectate from the lobbies while everyone else is drifting on you.
I'm telling you, if somebody passes me, is that B? I'm causing a crime.
No,
I
Andrew.
haven't seen the B.
No, Andrew. If I the blue shell at the last second, take your place.
Brandon, you continue to remind me about that, and I'm gonna hurt you. I'm hurting you too. I still cannot forgive Brandon for that. I still cannot forgive Brandon for that.
It's almost as if it happened yesterday.
Literally, it was us. It was me, him, and a couple of the computers. Nobody else. And Jason had already finished first, and I'm just like, okay. I mean, at this point, it's smooth sailing. I'm at the finish line. All of a sudden, blue shell. I'm like, Brandon, you did it.
Look, I had an item. I threw it.
And I'm just
And what's
sitting
crazy
here.
is, throughout that entire experience, he still got like sub 7th place.
He got last place.
You know, I still got 12. Like I think it was literally 11th and 12th place, and I hit him with the blue shell.
there was no reason.
That motherfucker helps me get beaten by a computer because he puts a fucking a blue shell at me. I hate Brandon for that.
Now imagine we did that in the elimination.
Oh, brother, Brandon, I know where you live. Don't
That'd have been funny.
I know.
That is now my new personal goal. Is to play the elimination and see if I can get wait, hold on to a blue shell till the last second and just chuck it at somebody.
if, if we ever stream it, like if we ever play Mario Kart and stream it or something, I'm cutting off my streaming and I'm going to your house. I know where you live.
Okay, so they're gonna talk
I'm
about
just
the
not
mechanics
discriminating.
before they talking to the about the next games. Do we want to talk about the mechanics?
Mechanics of
Briefly,
The Switch
briefly
2.
we
or
can.
Because my okay,
oh
the
oh
chat.
oh my god.
The chat button.
Yeah, hold on. No, I got you.
Oh,
No, you be quiet. I got everyone.
oh
Be quiet.
boy.
I got you.
Okay.
So
Okay. All right.
pause it. Pause it. Just pause it. Where it says the C button, pause it.
Mm-hmm.
So the whole thing,
I'm gonna get there. You
Yes.
the selling point of this console
go.
is that we have worse Discord
Yup.
Yes.
with a Nintendo Switch camera that may or may not be over $50
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
using to put your face that's going to be in 144p at the maximum,
Mm-hmm.
and it is going to be moving at about 10 to 15 frames a second.
Well, that's what I know of.
Well, I mean that you can look at it.
Oh no,
They were
no.
honest this
Like,
time.
no, like
They-
literally
they
in the
showed
trailer.
us.
I'm gonna try to see if I can skip ahead.
Anyway,
In the trailers, when they start showing like the when you can see your friend's gameplay, the fact that even in the trailer it's lagging
well, that's
was pathetic. Just like you can see look at that terrible frame rate. That frame rate is atrocious.
Listen,
That's oh
and then
my.
they say you can share with your friends. I'm not sharing this.
I was like,
Someone's going to get disconnected.
no, that was like looking at that. I'll probably only use the chat button for the audio. I'm not using it for the visuals because that visuals aren't. That delay is ridiculous.
Bro. No, you need to get to the people where they show their cameras with their faces on it.
Oh yeah.
You got to get to that part because that really sold me. That sold me.
Bro, I barely want to see my own face.
Hold on, before we do
Let
that.
alone-
So she even swaps over to his screen and it's still like lagging.
Yes.
Like, it doesn't even get better when you focus on it. That's no.
It might have gotten worse just because you can notice it in real time on the bigger screen.
That's dude, jeez.
Unrelated, I know that map looks cool.
With
Even though I
the
know
Japanese
we
map,
just-
the Japanese map, yeah.
Yeah, even though I know full well we just saw it in the worst quality possible with discount Discord, but I'm excited for that.
Discount Discord work. Hashtag discount
Good
Discord.
lord.
Yeah, here it is.
I just thought the
The
I just thought the
cameras.
Nintendo Switch was giving us Discord finally. That's all I thought I'd say.
Look,
I mean, we can still appreciate it.
So-
You're literally in a Microsoft Teams meeting with the green screen on, man.
what's funny is
That's what-
I was say what's funny is it's only a matter of time before they try to start touching into adding streaming where you can stream from your Switch or your game console rather than your Switch. And they're probably gonna build another home console stream from your home Nintendo.
I hope.
I hope not.
I was like, no, because it's
Why
going it's going to be worse than OBS. It's going to lag like heck.
Fair point. My apologies.
Yes, you should apologize. Do you see what's on the screen? Without an Ethernet cable, you know how that's going to go.
You can't even attach an Ethernet cable to a Switch. If you could attach it, it'd probably be better. But you can't even attach an Ethernet cable.
You can, but like, even still,
I mean, that might be
it's
the
not gonna
only.
magically make this look better.
No, it might give you just enough graphics, enough frame rate.
Yeah, so someone can be like, "Oh, I see what you're doing." They're lying to you, brother. They can't see what you're doing.
Funny thing is,
They're
though,
trying to make you feel better.
funny thing is, they talk about how they increased it. They increased like the data as well as the space. So it storage wise, it's gonna be playing a lot of games. So it's gonna be go, and it's supposed to be run better because it's supposed to be. It has a lot more frame rates and
I am
stuff.
upset about. Hold on. I am upset about one thing. Like, I get it if the SD cards made specifically for the Nintendo Switch 2 didn't run on the Nintendo Switch. No, it's that not only do neither of them work on each other, the SD cards that do work on the Switch don't work on the Switch 2. That doesn't really make sense at all. But
It is pretty
whatever.
annoying, but you can still transfer your stuff from that SD card at the very least, but
Well, see,
I thought that was
I
weird
mean,
too. How you have
it's
to go
it.
from a micro SD card to micro
Well,
SD
yeah, no,
Express.
it's weird, but not to
oh,
mention. Let's not forget they did just recently in the regular Nintendo Direct. They had announced that they were doing the you can literally they were changing how they were doing digital download games, where you can literally just transfer it or even share it to another console just by basically
I
acting as
am
a
happy.
digital chip card. So that's probably
Yeah.
why. So
And that makes me mad more than anything. But we can get back to that, I guess.
Hold on. I will say this though. I am happy that from the looks of it, the Nintendo Switch itself will still be getting small updates and games that aren't really, that important.
hmm
Like it's like they're
Understandably
not,
so.
yeah, they're not giving up on it just yet. It was so successful that they don't want to give up on it yet. They're probably going to give it like probably a year, maybe a bit less than that, and then they're just going to be like, okay, if you're not on the Switch 2 by now, it doesn't matter.
That might just depend on how the sales are for the Switch too, because
I mean,
they have a
pre-orders
lot of investors
are up.
that are going to
No
get
pre.
this.
I would say not to
Mhm.
mention like this. The fact that they're doing a lot more of the mobile app too now, adding that its attachments to it. And they're definitely trying to
Well,
advance it and add more to it and stuff.
oh,
And
speaking of
that's cool.
advanced, we'll have to get back to games in order for me to talk about. Speaking of advanced, oh boy,
Advance. You say
yeah.
advance, my boy.
Hold on, what game came after Mario Kart World on the
Oh, like they're still talking about
the
the
plus?
game share situation. I mean,
Oh my
Situation
god.
like it's a problem.
because it was.
Yeah, it's a problem for
Yeah,
me,
HDR, and all of this like the magnet release. Like it looks nice, but
and
at
it's all
certain
cool.
it also just feels like a
Well,
lot of hubble. Also, why do we
I
need a
will say
mouse
this:
button
I'm happy that
or a mouse
Shut
control?
up.
hey,
Shut up.
when listen,
Trust the process. Trust the
I
process.
will I will say this: I'm happy that they finally put to rest the fear of people being like, "Oh, I'm gonna break my Nintendo Switch if I use the magnets." No, you're not. It's not that flimsy. Like,
Yeah, I am more confident after they actually showed it
Yeah.
that it
bro,
does look a lot more stable.
Although I can see somebody missing that
Because
part
we
of
didn't.
the lip. Somehow somebody's still gonna find a mess way to mess it up. That or the
325 million.
what I kind of fear because they never fixed it with the original Switch is the drift stick.
Oh,
If I get a
that's
Switch
gonna
2
be.
and a drift is there, I'm suing.
Just,
I'm actually suing. I'm
I
not kidding.
mean, reasonable crash out. However, this is Nintendo. They have a PLC.
Though it says I'm so
Trust
You
me.
think I don't know Nintendo? If this drifts, I am. Oh my god. Oh my.
the no hesitation.
Oh,
I'm suing.
If it drifts, I am suing. Someone's got to be with me. This has been a problem for like 8 years.
Yeah, no,
people that
apparently, like on TikTok, people found out you can buy a TikTok variation of the Joy Cons that work that has a less chance of drifting than the ones you buy at the store. It's like that's sad.
Chance? Chance of drifting?
They're
Oh my
apparently more
god.
likely. Also, this fan situation, as nice as that is, that means people are gonna start cleaning out their Switch home port because that stuff clouds dust. Next thing you know, we're
oh
gonna
yeah,
have a blue
no,
screen of
That's
death on the
for sure.
Switch.
Me trying to boot up my my Xenoblade 4
Get a whole
completely
blue
heats up
screen.
and dies.
Get the whole blue
oh
screen.
boy.
It's like, oh yeah, it's
Hey,
got a fan
getting
now.
blue screen on no, getting blue screen on a Nintendo Switch, that's gonna be crazy.
Yeah,
That's gonna be crazy.
that's the setup.
That is kind of scary. What do we have for other consoles? We had the Red Ring of Death for the Xbox.
Yep.
The Red Rings of Death. We had
I think PlayStation technically
the
almost had the same thing, just but it wasn't a ring. It was just a red mark. Well, I guess it depends on the
PlayStation
consoles.
2.
PlayStation 2
PlayStation
had
2
the
had
that had the home screen.
Tartarus.
Yeah.
PlayStation 2 had Tartarus.
Yep.
You could sense to the underworld because your
Also,
game doesn't work.
welcome
Yep.
to Nintendo Switch tour. Switch 2
Kill
welcome
it.
tour. It's like what
Straight up kill it.
they made a
I'm
whole
not trying to be negative.
they made a whole mini game to understand your Nintendo Switch. Watch how they put some stuff in it that they didn't talk about.
Yeah.
I don't
So
care.
people for people who don't understand how to use the Nintendo Switch or Switch 2, I understand, but for like people who have been playing with the Nintendo consoles since like the NES, I feel like that's not necessary.
Although I'm
At
not
all.
gonna lie, looking at how it
I think you
looks,
know what it
this reminds me of something off of Wreck-It Ralph.
Yeah, you know what?
With this
You know
top-down
what? Yeah,
view, I kind of see it.
yeah. Oh, it is storming outside.
Well, let me
Hmm.
tell you, because I got some opinions. I'll be the negative Nancy here.
Okay, go ahead.
Unfortunately, as cool as it is to have a whole game
Based
where
around,
it teaches you
yeah,
the intricacies of the Switch and all the cool stuff, bragging about themselves, hyping themselves up.
yeah.
I am not paying money for a tutorial on how to use this
Yes, yeah,
console.
it says as
So
paid
Well,
digitally
that's the
only, so
thing
you can
though.
only
It's
digitally physical.
paid.
That like, why are we paying for that? No, who is paying for this? Make that thing
You'd be
free.
surprised. Yeah, nobody's paying for that. It's like one
like
two switch. Nobody's paying for that.
they
I,
sure weren't. They
I,
only if someone owns 1-2 Switch, it's because it came with their Switch. It wasn't because they bought it individually.
yeah,
We know this
they bought that bundle pack and it came
for
with
sure.
it.
Yep.
I am happy. I don't know if your stream has covered this yet. The Nintendo Switch 2 editions of the games. My
Yeah, being
only
red.
gripe is, while I don't have to pay for a new game itself,
Oh yeah,
I have to pay
the
for the
update.
updated
Yeah,
bundle.
the update.
That's so
Which
stupid. That shit.
yeah, which like with that happening, I'm probably gonna end up just getting the Switch 2 before I get ZA, and then ZA would just be the first game I'll get on my Switch 2, so I don't have to get no fucking update for it. I'm just gonna get the
Yeah.
updated game.
I
But
mean, now I'm not fast
streamer,
enough to
you
be
don't
able to spend.
understand. You don't understand, man. You can get an upgraded version of Pokemon Scarlet and Violet for the
That's it.
Switch 2, and it will still have
If they
all the
release it, sure, but I doubt they're
Yeah,
gonna release
obviously.
that. I doubt that we're gonna get a Scarlet and Violet Switch update.
We're not at
they
all.
showed it.
Scarlet and
Oh, they
Violet?
did. Oh, they did. They did. They
Yeah,
did
they
show
did.
that. That's one of the games that are getting an update. That's one of the games that are.
Okay, it is. Yeah, well, no, these are just compatible. You know, it's just a compatible game. Switch, Scarlet and Violet is already just compatible. It's not getting the update
Uh,
Wait, does that mean
I'm
Sword and Shield
pretty
is also?
because like these are
exactly.
right now it's showing you the games that are compatible, which are like
Dear
Smash
God.
Ultimate, Xenoblade X,
Oh,
Kirby.
Yeah,
so many people. We thought we were going to get a Smash game today. I'm actually kind of upset that we didn't.
I didn't.
Shoot, no.
I'm not crazy.
So okay, so
I'm
I
crazy.
hate to say this to any Zelda fans out there, but I'm kind of pissed that Koei Tecmo's new game was going to be a Hyrule Warriors. Like, why?
Bro,
Oh, you think you're upset?
no, no,
You're
no,
upset that we get a Warriors game.
hold
You
on,
know
hold
who
on.
is upset?
Not me.
Me.
Hold on. Okay,
Me.
hold on. Nick, let me be optimistic real quick. As
No.
somebody who's, but let me finish. Please.
Go ahead.
Somebody who's, as somebody who's both a Zelda game lover, I am also a lore lover. With us getting a game where you get to play as Zelda during her time period in the past, we're finally going to get some answers. We may even get to see the child of Sonya and Raru,
Yeah,
if that
but
means anything.
why the Koei game? Why did it have to be a Koei game? A hack and slash.
No, I was
He-
with Andrew because
I,
when I saw it, the lore part, and I'm like, oh my god, this is
And see,
fantastic.
I
Jumped
don't.
straight to the gameplay, and I said, nope.
Oh no, Nick, you should have knew the moment you saw Koei Tecmo, it was hack and slash. You should have knew it.
I had hope. I'm sorry.
Well, no,
I
because I was like,
know. I said,
when I saw Koei Tecmo, I was like, are we finally? Because like, because when I'm gonna say that, I know your reaction, Nick, but I was like, I was hoping for what you call it, uh, conquest. I was hoping for a new conquest because I was like, we haven't had a
I mean,
conquest, and we have all of the makings to have a new conquest. Shoot, they're bringing
wait, Pokemon Conquest or
Yeah, Pokemon Conquest. They're bringing Nobunaga's invention,
yeah, I
ambition
was
to
about
the
to say
Switch.
you should be excited for that.
So I was like, if you're bringing
I mean,
that, why
I knew
not
Brandon was going to
Conquest?
be excited about that, but I did not care. I knew Brandon was going to be excited for Nobunaga's what's the name, but
Well,
I could not care less.
I was like,
But
no, but my thing is, it's the Koei game. I needed a new. I'm waiting for because we just got Origin, so I wasn't expecting a new Dynasty Warriors. I was hoping
Yes.
maybe a Samurai Warriors, but I doubt it. But I was like, okay, if you're bringing Nobunaga's invention over, which it's already out, if you're bringing that over, why is your new game another Hyrule Warriors? Like, shoot, give us another Fire Emblem. It could have been Fire Emblem Warriors. I was like, but I was like,
Hold on. Do we really need another Fire Emblem game? Hold on. Do we
We
really
need
need
another
one?
Warriors.
I mean, we just need
Straight
another
up.
Fire
Do we?
Emblem, which
We sure
which
do.
You know what, Nick? You got a point there. I apologize. I did not recognize your game, soldier.
I was like,
They didn't either.
that's just like, gee, like I was like, I have nothing against it being a Zelda game. And it's like, oh, that's cool that you get a in between, like a in between prequel. But it's like, why a Warriors game? That doesn't make sense to me. Especially, especially when it's like, I get it, it's supposed to be her side of the story, but it's like we're also just getting her, and everyone else is just a what seems to be a background character that's getting extra lore.
I mean, you have to understand it like this. That's the same reason we got Age of Calamity, Hyrule Warriors Age of Calamity. It was a background story to what we didn't get from the Breath of the Wild game.
Didn't that at
And
least
so
let you
it's
use
essentially the
Ganon
same
at some
thing.
point though?
No, because Ganon wasn't in that game. Well, Ga- Ganon was in the game. Ganondorf was in the game. Ganondorf was not
I was
in
like, it
Age of
had
Calamity.
more. At least that one had more like important
It had the
characters.
it had the champion. It had the Hyrule Warriors had the or Age of Calamity had the champions, and this game we're gonna get Robert. Don't you want to get
That was
Robert?
like literally every character. That was like, Zelda seems to be the only important character in this new Warriors game. I was like, what's happening? I could at least play the other Warriors game. This one doesn't seem. I was like, Zelda seems to be the only important person here.
I mean, okay, so for people who aren't like as attached to the Zelda lore, I get it. It's not that important of a game, but for somebody who knows or at least hopes we're gonna get answers from this game, I can honestly, I think we're gonna.
I just feel like
Yep, I will
that's
definitely watch a playthrough of it.
That's what I'm saying. I feel like that's what it's
I will
gonna end
definitely
up
watch you
being.
play it.
It's gonna end up being a good like source of information, but like money wise, it's not gonna make a lot. Cause I bet you only people like there are very few people that'll do what Andrew's doing and buying the game
I'll
just for
play
the
it.
lore.
I'll play it. Not even just for the lore. I never got to. I played one of the Hyrule Warriors games, and I actually loved it. And it was Age of Calamity. So I actually plan on buying it for both the lore and the hack and slash aspect that I don't get from the normal Legend of Zelda.
And that's cool. And I'm glad you can get that experience. I'm obviously being negative. It's just for me,
I mean,
hack and slashes
yeah,
aren't really for me. So
Nick is Nick is the type of person who needs strategy in his game. If it doesn't have strategy, it's not a game to
Which
me.
is funny because Koei Tecmo's other versions of games are strategy based.
I
So
know, right?
it could have been a more Fire Emblem esque strategy game if they wanted to, but they didn't.
But it's all good. I also appreciate you skipping that Mario Party
Because no,
Jamboree. We know what that's about.
yeah.
TLDR, it's the same game except you can put your face in crusty quality on the minigame.
Crusty quality is crazy.
Ew, I don't even know
Crusty
what
quality is
to
crazy. Oh
know.
god,
That's
I
weird.
am I am wondering with the Switch 2 editions because they say adding more. I'm definitely interested to see the what more they add to some of these games other than just
So,
quality of life updates.
so aside from Jamboree, which is adding new game modes that allow you to use your face and your mic, I feel like a lot of the Nintendo Switch 2 versions of games aren't going to add anything. Like Pokemon isn't going to add a random gameplay that you can't do on the Nintendo Switch.
And
That would
they
be kind
add
of
some
stupid.
frames though.
But so that's what I'm saying. So while it will be like it's not quality of life, it will update the graphics and stuff. My thing is for using Pokemon for example, it'll probably because what Pokemon Love's been doing before we got ZA is constantly giving us outfits and stuff. Well, not outfits, Rotom phone upgrades as well as new outfits. But that'll probably it obviously won't give us new Pokemon, but they'll probably give us like more
We're gonna
outfits
get
and
a
stuff.
Rotom phone. We're gonna get a Rotom phone based on the Switch 2.
Basically.
That's what we're gonna get.
Yep, that's it.
That, but like for instance,
You're not wrong.
for the
I
Zelda
think
wise,
yeah.
because we're currently on the Zelda, them doing the updates for Zelda. It'd be cool if there's like a maybe not a secret mission, but like some more outfits or more weapons you can find. Because they're adding a whole
And
app
then
where you can find new
sure.
items.
Yeah, it's
So
Zelda Google Maps.
Yeah.
it is.
He
So hold
really
on, real
he
quick.
said proceed forward. I'm like, all right, I'll venture forth.
That's crazy.
You are now in front of the area. Then he just
Navigation.
starts playing.
You can check
Final
everyone else.
spotted.
You
Like
can
what?
it's like you have the navigation where you can find stuff. You got voice memory, so you can just listen to people's your favorite character's voice. Your play data, so you can see how bad you're playing the game. World data to
Oh
see how
boy.
bad you are compared to other people who do better at it.
Oh boy.
I wonder what the
Yeah, the
daily
good thing.
bonuses are gonna do. Daily bonuses might actually be cool. It might give
Yeah.
you some extra shit to do.
But you can share your because I know I forgot all about the
Auto,
app
yeah, the
because I was
auto
making fun
building
of it in
share.
the Google Maps.
Yeah.
Yeah, the
Oh,
building share. Yes, that's good.
actually, I will say this. So Breath of the Wild initially came out on the Wii U, and it did not have a shirt for Link. However, when it did eventually get moved to Nintendo Switch, they gave you a Switch shirt that you could find very early on in the game. If we
Really?
get the Nintendo Switch, if we get the Nintendo Switch 2 edition, I feel like what they're gonna do is instead of being a regular red Nintendo Switch shirt, it's gonna be black and it's gonna have the red and blue Joy-Con on it. That would make sense.
Yeah.
That would make the most sense.
I was like, they'll probably have some visual obviously not like gameplay affecting, but some cool items you can wear to help you and stuff.
Of course, I'm also just being horribly optimistic, so we're probably not going to get any of that.
I mean, but like
Yeah, you more
Zelda's
so. We
Zelda's
appreciate your
probably
optimism though.
I would say, but now Zelda has a higher chance of
Bro,
doing that than other
bro.
games. Voice
Yeah.
navigation
Oh
Watch.
yeah.
that'll get
Didn't
annoying.
we get a Didn't we get a Xenoblade outfit for Link?
I
We
For when
did. It was
Xenoblade 2 came out,
I
they gave
was
him Rex's outfit.
dang.
it was a Rex outfit, and the funny thing is, it was a worse version of the Zora armor that you could get in the game. Except the difference is it had a higher attack in water, but you could still swim up waterfalls and everything without Rex's outfit.
Oh, I didn't. Oh,
Which,
that's funny. I didn't know that. I didn't know
well,
it actually had like stats in it. Because
oh yeah,
Rex
no.
being a
So as somebody who
salvager
didn't
and all that, that's cool.
That's what I was about to say. As somebody who didn't play Xenoblade, what is the point of him? Like, is he a water person? Like, can he swim through
He
water with his mouth?
salvages. He salvages in the clouds, which is basically the deep sea for them. So
Huh?
that's cool. I didn't know that.
What?
They're above the clouds, but beneath the clouds, it's kind of like what you wouldn't get it. You don't
Also,
understand peak when you hear it.
okay. Also, I want to talk about this. Metroid Prime getting a Nintendo Switch 2 version when the game is not even out yet. It's kind of crazy.
Bro. I mean, neither is ZA. I mean, you say that, but
Yeah,
neither is ZA.
yeah,
But at the same time, you want you'd want that because
but see,
Metroid fans have been waiting for a good Metroid game for a while. So
yeah.
it makes
Well,
sense for them to get
I
something.
was talking to Greg about it. The one thing he fears is that it's not going to be as mobile as it usually is, since it's because it doesn't look like she's doing a lot of
I mean,
parkour.
Mm,
what?
and
I mean, yeah,
also,
because unlike
yeah, you're right.
most of the Metroid games, it's not a side scroller. It is a FPS game for Santa Switch, which
Yeah,
I never thought they would do at all. I
yeah.
never thought
I
they would
mean,
do
it,
something
it
like
gives me heavy, and I don't mean this in a bad way. It gives me heavy Halo vibes.
It
honestly,
gives me
you're not
Doom
wrong.
vibes, kind of.
Well, see, I feel
That's
like Doom is
actually
more
A
fast
little bit of
paced.
Doom.
I feel like it's more fast paced in Doom. This doesn't feel as fast paced as Doom does.
Oh yeah, for
oh
sure.
yeah,
No,
no.
definitely.
Doom is way more fast paced. Come on, man, it's rip and tear until you're done. You know the method.
Yeah, so like
But I
just
do agree about the movement.
this yeah, like that was like it was interesting enough. They showed what they didn't show in the trailer was that she could grow up into her ball form, which I mean it's expected. But once again, going back to the fact that
They did show that in the trailer.
we don't see a lot
I
of
remember them showing it.
I guess I didn't fully watch. I mean, no, not the
In the
trailer. The
trailer.
I didn't see it in the direct when they did because it wasn't in the direct. I'm pretty sure she didn't do it in the direct, the regular direct.
And which one?
The initial because I
Really?
watched the initial direct of regular Nintendo
Yeah,
Switch
she
and she
went through
didn't
the
do it.
trees.
What
She went
turned
to the
into a
bottom of
ball?
Yeah, turn to the ball. She
the
didn't do that, did she?
No, she
She
did.
did.
I don't remember. Dang, that I must
What
have
I'm
been.
talking about specifically, though, I'm talking specifically if there's a Switch and a Switch 2 edition, they showcase for the Switch 2 how you can use one of your Joy Cons as a mouse.
Yes.
So the fact that that won't be available for the Switch, the first Switch, I guess you just use standard gyro controls to
Really?
Problem.
aim. I don't know.
Good question. I don't know.
Yeah, and it also
No, they're
brings
gonna
in.
do this.
I just like because I someone who hasn't really played a lot of the Metroid games. I definitely just remember just like she being able to have like a grappling hook and fly off of stuff, and it didn't really show a lot of that. So it's like I'm interested to see.
Nah, what they're gonna do is they're gonna add a. They're gonna do what Sega did. They're gonna add a keyboard.
I mean, either that or do a
Okay.
Laura. I mean, at least try to do a Laura Croft type stuff because it fit that very feels like some Tomb Raider kind of stuff. At least the
Tomb
way the
Raider.
game looks, it feels
Yeah.
like Tomb Raider.
Yeah, fair point.
Fair.
And now
We're on it,
Fair
chat.
point.
We're on it. We're on the ZA.
the
Oh,
Za,
yes.
which
So-
once again still somehow not
Still
statistically,
nothing
skillfully they showed nothing new. They still
Yeah,
somehow
well,
know.
Yeah, that's a Game Freak classic.
It's like man, the way
The
that
Game Freak Classic.
yeah, show us very little at the same time. That was even shorter than most of the other ones. They literally all they did was, oh here, jump around, and then Mega Ampharos.
Bro, oh my god. I was like, wait a second. New Mega Evolution? And it's just Emperor. I was like, okay.
But what I do want to talk
I
about,
sleep.
what I do want to talk about is what I was going to say about both Metroid and ZA. That kind of implies the fact that these games aren't out yet they're getting additions means they're mostly complete. They're just getting boosted updates.
Oh yeah, pretty much.
Which that's
Oh, yeah, that is
interesting.
Now
kinda
we
cool.
could do a stream. Now we could do another stream on Legends ZA at some point, but not right now.
I don't think we have enough information, if we're being honest.
Yeah, we don't.
I mean, we don't, but more like a speculation video. Speculation video.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, we could definitely do that.
Upgrade.
And it's just showing the other editions, which is cool.
Yeah.
Well, I lied. Cool. I lied. Sorry.
It
I
was
misspoke.
interesting.
Not cool. I'm paying more money to upgrade.
Actually,
my
they didn't specify how much the upgrade pack will cost. If I have the original game, the upgrade pack better not cost about the same price because that's highway robbery. If I pay $60 for a game, if I pay $60 for a game and have to pay another $60 for an upgrade pack, you got me fucked up. You've got me fucked up.
No. It might be like $10 or something.
I would say, yeah, it has to be less than half. It has to be less than half because if it's almost full price, we're fighting. Look, I'm suing.
We're fighting. It's crazy.
Yep. Join us. Join the Sue Club.
Okay, I think now we're going into the new all the new stuff. Or no, we're not. I forgot what this was. 'Cause I think I was like half
It's like a new
asleep.
game. Oh no.
Oh, you know it is. It is.
Oh,
It's
yeah,
the
this is a new game.
the
Yeah, this is
wheelchair
the,
basketball.
No, okay, wait, pause it. Pause it. So I was in my car when this was out. I'm like, oh, what's going on here? Last thing I expected to see, dude in a wheelchair, just balling.
Oh,
The
my
last
God.
thing I expected to see.
I mean, are we surprised though? Like they introduced a new gimmick for your controller, so they have to introduce a whole new game that focuses specifically on that gimmick.
I don't care.
Yeah,
I don't
but
care
you
what
look
it
at turning
is.
your
I'm buying
your
the game.
you're
No, I don't care
turning
what it
your
is.
Joy Cons into a mouse, and their first thing says, you know what's going to be a great IP for that? Wheelchair
Basketball.
like
Heritage
I don't care what it is.
Olympics.
Spending money on that.
That's crazy.
I'll get this game with you, Andrew. I'll
Oh
get
God,
it.
bro.
I mean, you
Bro,
know,
we're going.
I mean, it's definitely a game all four of us got to play. It's definitely we got to coerce Jason into playing Dragon Drive.
Oh, Jason's just gonna be like, yay! With his course of play.
No, it's 6v6. Yeah, 3v3. So we can have up to 6 people.
Yeah. Oh my god. I swear to
That
God.
means one of us is on the enemy team.
Me.
Me, Big Mitt. Oh,
That's man. I want.
this is an interesting game.
Yeah, like it's definitely not something to just throw it away and ignore. But I'm definitely interested to see. Man,
And then you can wave. That's cool.
you can do all the
Bro,
emotes.
you can clap. You can
Well,
clap.
actually, hold on, I'm gonna pause about that. So
That's
no,
so weird.
notice that though. After he hoops, they give you so you have everyone in one arena. Then there's a whole racetrack behind you, as well as people in the other arena. So what is this like? Is it more than 6 people and just only 6 people in the match?
My bad. I gotta play another game right quick. You guys keep playing. You're gonna try and score on both courts, or maybe it's just showing
Hop on
that
the rank
like there are multiple games happening,
at
like because it's a
once.
tournament, maybe.
Yeah, like
Yeah.
maybe multiple happening at once. But I was like, that was interesting view. I was like, wait a minute. But it also
I don't know
shows
how I
there's a
didn't
whole.
notice that.
Yeah, I was like, it's something that can be easily ignored because they literally only do one shot of it
Mm.
because they
Like, I
focus
was
on the
just like, oh, they're in
basketball.
wheelchairs,
Yep.
and then he dunks
Was that like? I mean,
in the
like,
wheelchair. How much strength do you need to dunk the
to,
ball
I
with
mean, to be
having
fair,
own
they don't look
wheelchairs?
like they're humans. They look like they're all robots with giant hands. So,
Mm.
which actually brings another
And that comes out
question:
in summer.
are these robots? Because why if they are in their wheelchairs?
What do you mean?
Why are,
So robots. You see people in wheelchairs and you're like, yep, they're robots.
no,
They gotta be.
no. Actually, the opposite. If it's a robot, why is it in a wheelchair? Why'd you
They
make your
do it for
robot?
the love. They do it for the love of the sport.
Here's the thing: why? No, we're not going to talk about that. We're not going to talk about that.
It's the Dr. Giro. They had a Dr. Giro, and it's like I feel like making pain receptors was a fault on your part. It's like you don't understand the intricacies. It's like, sir, why would you give yourself pain receptors?
You don't understand not having legs and running up there. I guess it's just for mobility.
Yeah,
That's what we'll chalk it up as. Anyway, Elden Ring.
I was gonna say, yeah, here you go, Nick. They gave you Elden Ring on the
Elden Ring.
Switch. I wonder
Yeah, I gotta buy it again.
I wonder how
I'm
well
buying
this will
it.
run.
I'm going to break my Switch, but I'm going to buy it.
It looks pretty promising with the specs I've seen. The fact that Elden Ring is even in this direct, I'm happy. And it
It's not
should
the
run
only
pretty
Sony.
I
well.
mean, because funny thing is,
Not the only Sony, but
I kind of knew it was gonna happen because some of the people we've talked about, they were like talking about how Xbox was giving some of their games out to other companies, and so I was like, I'm not surprised we were doing this. That we're gonna finally get Switch
yeah.
because Switch is getting other games. They're just not gonna give their games to people.
Oh my
Right,
god.
which is the
And then
smartest thing to do. But
yeah.
I mean, at the end
As
of the
soon as
day,
Nintendo starts giving their games away,
I would say yeah.
as
I'm
soon
gonna
as they
say
start giving their games,
yeah.
I'm gonna buy it.
I'm gonna let you say,
yep.
I will buy
but
it.
because I think the only other thing might happen is that Steam coming to Xbox means whatever PlayStation had put on Steam is gonna finally be on Xbox.
Oh my god, we
That'd
finally
be
get
a
started.
crazy loophole.
Wait, hold on. When is this? When is this?
It hasn't been confirmed, but
Wait, hold on.
it's in the works.
I can finally play Spider-Man on the Xbox.
I mean, basically,
Oh no.
your entire Steam library should be on there unless they make specific games uncompatible.
True.
My wondering is because they only showed Elden Ring. I wonder if we're gonna get any of the other
I'm surprised they didn't show on this direct.
what's up?
What?
Smoking Zero.
Shoot, Baldur's
Listen.
Gate.
Maybe they're holding out.
I mean, they
Maybe
probably
they're
are,
holding out.
but I know a lot of people are like, "Oh, it might be the specs of the game system."
Sir, they just showed Elden Ring. I don't think there's an excuse for specs.
Yeah,
Sparking Zero has a lot of stuff in it though.
it
Like their
does,
visual effects.
but it also doesn't have a lot of stuff in it because they refuse to add anything else except for DLC.
Well, I mean, to be fair, they put so much into graphics that's why it kind of sucks as it is. They overdid it with the graphics and it became a Capcom. When I saw Capcom, I thought we were getting a Mega Man. I'm not gonna lie. And then I said, "Oh, Street Fighter." Yeah, should have been surprised.
Yeah, imagine.
Oh, Brandon, do you want to know how angry I was? I just bought Street Fighter on my Xbox. I
and
just
and
bought it.
now they announced it for your
Bought it,
Switch.
bro.
Go ahead.
Oh my god.
Go ahead and keep feeding
I'm
Capcom
so
that
upset
money.
about
This is my. I'm no because it. The good thing about this game is that it's cross. Well, I am buying the amiibo, unfortunately. I'm
I
sorry, I
for
lied.
Yeah, only
Continue. I'm a fraud. I'm a fraud.
I was like, I was like,
I saw the
you
Kimberly
want to,
amiibo.
yeah, I was like, you sure about that? Let's go back and look at these amiibos.
I forgot.
You
I
sure
saw
about
the Kimberly amiibo, and I folded. I'm sorry.
he's buying
that?
that
I folded,
shit.
sir. I
I'm sorry.
apologize. I folded. I'm not gonna lie. I
What'd you
probably
say?
might just buy the Akuma just to have the Akuma.
I don't know
That's
if
it.
they'll, because some of them, like, because they have the cards,
Yeah,
so some of them might just stay as amiibo cards, and they won't
sure.
make
I'll
the
buy the
rest of
car
the
Oh,
collection
collection.
just to have a car collection. I don't even play Street Fighter 6, and I just got the car collection.
now I will say, Nance, you brought it up earlier. What were we talking about? Oh no, I forgot, and I
Later.
forgot that.
Yep.
Oh
Tough.
no,
Or
no,
Back it up.
was it
no,
Street
Back it up,
Fighter?
son.
no, no, no. It was a Street Fighter. It was the actual the Nintendo Switch game cards for the games.
Oh
You
yeah.
referenced that. Honestly, I'm not I'm not that bent out of shape about it. Like, I mean, it's just red. I'm sure there's more to it, but
Oh
like,
yeah, no.
at least it's not like the
As long as
3DS where
I
it's
would
got
say
like
as long
a
as it's
little.
see my what I was afraid of, and I'm glad it's not, is another 3DS DS situation.
Yeah, like where they just add in the extra little arm just so you can't put it in your DS system.
Yeah.
I'm sure it's still not going to work on the 3D on the
Oh, you
Nintendo
know,
Switch, but still, at
but
least
at
it's not
least
like
means I don't have
extra
to buy a
room.
whole nother case to hold my Switch 2 games.
Exactly. Like,
Because
oh
that
my
was so
god.
infuriating that I had to buy a whole new case for my 3DS games because they had to decide to have an extra lip to them.
Yeah.
Oh,
They
like,
knew what they were doing. They were
Yeah.
pretty smart with that. They're like, you gotta buy everything back from the ground up
oh
because you
yeah, no,
put this centimeter,
they
half
made
a
a lot of
centimeter little
money. They
piece
made a
on it.
lot of money on the DS as just a title in general. Like not all every for every
Oh,
version of the DS as well as all the extra stuff that came with it. They made so much money on the DS.
Oh yeah, we had the DS Lite, the DS, the DSi, DSi XL.
And then the 3DS had
We
its
had the
three different
3DS.
variants.
Yep. Then you have
The
the
2DS.
3DS XL. Yeah, the 2DS.
oh, I have a 2DS. I still haven't finished Pokemon Ultra Sun, by the way.
You
Shoot,
shouldn't.
I haven't. I don't think.
Anyway,
I don't think I
I
finished
bought
it
it.
either.
I bought it. I have to.
you
I bought it.
shouldn't.
I
Oh, yeah.
have to.
I'm not gonna lie,
I
Nick.
will
When I
give you
saw
mine.
this,
I'll give
I
you
thought
mine if you
Xenoblade.
refund it.
I was like, ha, Nick just got
What's
Xenoblade
the point
X.
of
And they did this.
What's the point of you giving me more? What's the Nick? I hate you. Anyways,
I'm a Lola certified hater. So anyway,
okay.
this game is cool. I saw this game.
Well,
It's no Xenoblade X,
It's not, but it
but
was like I saw it and
Ants is
I
pretty cool.
immediately thought it was Xenoblade. Arsenal. Yeah.
Neos, like Neos, I can't see your stream.
Why
tough.
not? You might have to wait. Did the no, because it's still
I can
showing on
see.
my side. Yeah. You might have to reload your thing.
Oh, probably. Drugs.
Cause I was like, it would have notified me something. My connection disconnected.
Okay,
Yeah.
hold on. I think I can see
Not
it.
much to say about Arsenal. I just think it's a cool looking game.
I
So
think it
I'm
looks
glad it's on
perfect.
here.
Cool.
I'm definitely interested because it looks like I hate. I don't want to. I don't want to keep comparing it to Xenoblade, but like how you recently showed me, like you have different types of mechs that do different types of things. It definitely looks like they're doing that system to it. Not
Yeah, and
Arsenal.
it looks a lot more
Damon
intricate, a
X.
lot more complex
We,
than it.
we called it
Yeah, this is
Arsenal.
Dave.
Arsenal.
Dave,
Yeah, the Arsenal was the name of the armor. Diamond X Machina.
Demon.
oh,
Or
Titanic
Damon.
Scion.
Damon.
So
Damon
I'm gonna
X
say
Machina.
Damon because they haven't said anything, but I bet you it is Demon. I bet you it is Demon. But
I
I'm
mean,
gonna.
this game was already out before though, so how did they say this game's already been out?
I no one said anything, so I don't know. Oh, it's about Marvelous.
Well,
Okay, all right. Okay, that explains why I recognize this. So Marvelous and First Studios. Okay.
all right, what's next on the who's next?
Oh,
Oh
Split
boy.
Fiction. This game that has gotten so much attention.
Oh
Every streamer's favorite game.
no.
I wouldn't say favorite, but it's definitely every streamer's game. Yep.
Yeah.
They've definitely played it and they have made money off of it.
That's all
So
that
it's my
mattered.
favorite. Yep. I haven't heard much about it, not because people don't talk about it, but because I just don't go out of my way to look at it.
It's a situation where apparently
Mm.
it's a situation where apparently a lot of people are Oh dang, it went that far back. Okay. Jesus Christ! I didn't realize how short the split fiction was, but it's definitely like people prefer the fantasy storylines over the futuristic storylines. But it brought forth a lot of memes because one of the missions in the futuristic line is the testing I'm not a robot where you have to click on the pictures and it's like which pictures have the fire hydrant in it. You're gonna click on all the pictures that have fire hydrants. You're doing that while also parkouring.
Yeah. Oh, I hate that.
So it's a lot of frustrating
There's a lot
thing.
to hate.
Yeah, and so with that being a game where it's like, oh, it's two people playing at the same time. If one person messes it up, it's screwed for both. It's definitely a friendship ender type of game, even though it's built on friendship. But
Well,
yeah,
there it is. We got to play it.
nope, we don't. You and Nick can play. It's like he you
Yeah,
two
we
curse each
don't.
other out.
Yeah, I don't swear.
You will once you deal with Andrew. Both of you in that raging game.
I have faith in myself, mind you.
Oh, what?
And then EA playing split fiction with Nick.
Oh boy, I'm gonna kill us on purpose. Oh boy, the thing, the thing, the thing Jason was upset about.
Oh yeah,
EA being
yeah. Nick, we made jokes about this, and we actually managed to actually be we predicted. We actually predicted this. This is kind of funny.
like
We made this a joke, but we predicted it.
fully predicted as soon as they started saying something about Nintendo. As soon as they started saying something about Nintendo Switch 2, I was like, yeah, we're probably gonna get Madden on Nintendo Switch 2.
Which kind of worries me because I wonder if we're going. I mean, because I guess with the fact that we're getting EA as well as 2K games on the Switch, I wonder if is that them finally putting to rest Wii Sports and stuff like that. Wii Resort putting that to rest.
Definitely not. No, I don't think it's a matter of putting it to rest. I think they just realized one, Nintendo Switch Sports was just dog water. All right.
That,
It
yeah,
just
I mean, it was
just
bad, but it was a fun
well,
bad
just
game.
what? No, it wasn't.
I enjoyed
No,
it.
it wasn't.
Wii Sports was great. I don't know what you're talking about.
Wii Sports was fantastic. Nintendo Switch Sports, no. We had to wait months to get golf. No.
Golf. Ooh, this is definitely on my because I was planning to get this anyway. So I'm definitely gonna get the I wonder if they're gonna get the DLC with it. Is the question. But
DLC what?
for Hogwarts Legacy?
Hogwarts.
Probably not.
Because they didn't because I was gonna say
I'd
that
say
about
probably.
I was gonna say that about what you call it Elden Ring. They only showed Elden Ring. They didn't show the DLC stuff either. So I'm wondering how much DLC we're gonna get with some of these games coming over.
Well, I don't know, because instead of Elden, it didn't say just Elden Ring. It said Elden Ring Tarnished Edition.
Yeah, yeah, but like mind you, they also didn't show a single thing. Tony Hawk's back, but they didn't show a single thing of anything from the like the next two games. So I'm wondering. Let's say next two
Well,
games, next
yeah,
two
we just
DLCs.
have to see.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know what you meant. So, okay. So I get it, Tony Hawk, whoopie doo. This whole trailer, I'm like, all right, this is cool. There was a random SpongeBob moment that shows up, and I was so confused. Like, did anyone see that?
What part?
Or is it like a few moments later? Like, look, just keep watching.
Because didn't
It'll be here. Trust me.
I was like, because I think the stream mess up somewhere around here at one point, or did
It
I?
sure did. The stream itself was an experience.
Oh yeah, because she literally jumped into the water, and because they show us a SpongeBob map. Like they literally gave us a SpongeBob map. It's a
I thought they just spliced an episode of SpongeBob.
yeah, no, like 'cause she was driving on a boat, and then she went into the water, and it lit that because that's you can see it because the like the bikini bottoms pole thing, it's like right there before she jumps into the water.
Yeah, I see the
The life
life
servers,
rights or whatever
yeah,
it's
the life
called.
server poll. But it's like, so like the fact that they, but at the time, it was like, if as weird as it feels, that's Tony Hawk. That's literally what just Tony Hawk does. Is the random game compilation stuff like that. So I'm not surprised.
I must have been out of it. I saw the few moments later, and I didn't even see Squidward's house in the background.
Hitman, that's definitely interesting to see on here. I'm definitely gonna play
Nick
that.
really went.
It was like
Nick really went to the
I was like, I wouldn't be
Like,
I
surprised.
was out of it.
Was that yeah? Because Nick was he was at lunch at the time, so so he was probably just relaxing, watching the stream, and all of a sudden, a few moments later, wait, what? When did I switch from Nintendo to SpongeBob?
Yeah, I said hi.
That was funny.
yeah.
Hitman, that's cool.
I'm because I think
Significant
I
mention.
think this is the one, I think this is technically the first Hitman I played, so I'm definitely interested to see this on the Switch.
Yeah, it's pretty cool. Oh,
I was placing a
he
banana
jumped.
trap.
All right.
Banana trap. Banana, banana, banana.
Dang, he fell and busted his ankle.
Yeah. I'm
How?
surprised we're getting this. A
Yeah,
007.
this fucking James
Yeah,
Bond, like, bro, what?
Project.
And it's just
New
Project
Double
007, so we don't even know what the game's going to be called. But they're working on a 007 game. Which, if it's by the people who are, because it's by the people who are working on, who worked on what you call it. So that's definitely going to be, it should be good, at least mechanic wise.
And that's all I care about. That's all I need. Mechanically, it just needs to be solid.
Yeah,
Square Enix, I almost had a heart attack
I
until I
know,
saw
right?
Bravely
When
Default.
I saw the name screen, it was like, and I was like, oh.
It's Bravely Default
Bravely
again,
Default.
which is fine. It's a solid RPG.
Yeah, it's not bad. In fact, I need to finish playing mine.
I mean, ring a bell on his way to just beat the entire game.
Yeah,
With
they
new
had one
feature.
job.
Oh yeah, and then it had its mouse controlled mini games. Yeah.
Yeah. I thought it was
Yeah.
just a HD remastered. Available the day the Switch 2 launches. Yo.
Bravely Default trademark
Yeah.
Flying Fairy.
Yakuza,
Yakuza.
director's cut, which means there's gonna be more to it. That's gonna be interesting. I feel like Yakuza fits both. I feel like the way Yakuza plays, it makes sense to be on the Switch. It feels like a Switch game, but it never was because it was like a more adult. But it definitely feels like a Switch game.
It's funny that you say that because if I remember, one of them had a Pokédex like thing.
Uh,
Oh, he did.
Yeah, where you
I
could
saw where
collect
it is.
characters and they had a Pokédex entry.
yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, cause I've seen how goofy Yakuza is from time to time. I was like, Yakuza feels like it was a Nintendo made game, but it was never really on Nintendo. So I was like, that's so funny. I was like, this kind of just fit.
Yeah.
Yakuza made its way home. That's what it was.
Oh yeah.
They finally came home. And now he's talking.
This is where you belong.
Yeah.
With us
This shit.
on a
Sorry. It's the setup. The setup. And I was like, wait a minute, this doesn't look for me. I said, oh, okay.
Hold on, was this?
It's the
Is this what I thought it was?
yeah, Zelda.
Oh yeah, this was the Age of Imprisonment.
I just like I want to see more characters. That's what I want to see more than just like when I say more characters. I want to see more more important characters.
So
What do you mean?
we're probably gonna end up getting the original 4 sages. We're gonna get to play in the depths before they were taken over by Ganondorf or whatever. But what I'm really hoping for is now that we're getting a game that takes place when Zelda initially went back to the past and before she went back to the future, we need to see the child of Sonia and Rory in the discussion.
Yep, and that discussion did end. You're not getting that, brother. You're not getting it.
Shut up.
I mean this respectfully and honestly. They don't like you, man. Any answers that you think you're going to get answered in this game, you're not going to get it answered.
Man, we're still trying to figure out where Breath of the Wild fits on the timeline.
We
And,
are.
and now you got a prequel to Breath of the Wild.
Oh boy. Oh, this is technically a prequel.
Yeah.
This is technically a prequel.
Okay, so
Did you know that?
here's your list of characters, Andrew. I'm assuming you would at least use most of these
Yeah.
characters.
Oh yeah, no. I already knew most of them. Yeah,
Okay.
because you have the Ford stages. You have Minoru. You have Raru, and you have Zelda.
I
So
won't lie to you. My eyes were very blurry. I was wiping off my glasses. Couldn't see
oh,
anything. I thought the guy right next to the Goron guy, I thought that was Girahim for a second.
no,
From
do not, do not,
from a
do
sandwich.
not
I'm like,
bring up
what in
purity.
God?
Do not
I
bring up
said, what's he
purity.
doing here?
At least that. So an interesting thing that they
So
kind of
okay,
showed near the end of it, which is I'm interested. That might be. I'm like maybe not playing wise, but I'll definitely want to watch a compilation of. Is look they're doing team ultimates or like duo ultimates. So that's gonna be interesting. Age of
Oh,
imprisonment.
this is your domain, Andrew. You got anything else to say about
Age of
Hyrule
Imprisonment.
War-
Not really.
Yep. All right, there
Not
you go.
really. I can't wait to play it. That's all. Also, real quick, I can mute the stream that way I can stop hearing the echoing.
I was like, you
You
should be
just hit
able
the
to just
mute
click
button,
the mute
dog.
button.
Hit
Yeah,
M
yeah.
Where?
or or hit M
Not on my computer.
on the
Not on
stream.
my computer.
Oh, shoot, you just
I'm on
uh,
mobile, so I don't know how I'm doing this.
so on the stream there should be a button that no like on your Twitch it should be like a microphone. Just click that to mute it.
yeah, because I see that on my phone. You just hit the microphone in the
I
bottom right.
on the in the bottom right of where?
On Twitch.
I
For
don't
me,
see
it's
one.
just for the phone. It's just right there. Let me see, man. Maybe we got a brief intermission.
Brief
Wait,
intermission.
actually, what's happening after Hyrule Warriors? Is this something we don't care about? You can definitely
uh,
let that go on.
it's
Yeah.
the GameCube stuff.
Oh no. Yeah, we gotta
Ah,
talk about that.
oh,
We have to talk about
wait,
that.
hold
Yes.
on. Wait,
So
let's fix his audio. No, let's fix his audio. Hold on, hold on.
We gotta talk about that. Go ahead. It's something we gotta talk about, bro. I can't not talk about GameCube. Oh my god. I think a
Oh, I think
neighbor ended up. Oh, go ahead.
no, I think I see what you mean when you said you couldn't mute
Yeah,
the stream at first.
I don't
Let
see
me see.
anywhere. I don't see it anywhere. Because I can go to settings, but that doesn't have anything to do with audio. It just says audio only, but that'll just bring up the what's the name? I'm trying to turn off the audio in general.
Freaking audio only, background audio.
Yeah.
Report Neos
Let me,
Zenraishi.
let me
that
report Neos
that
for
that's crazy.
inappropriate content.
I mean, that's your
Say
fault
the N
then.
word on.
You're the inappropriate
Oh yeah,
content. That's crazy. You're the inappropriate
yeah.
content.
That's crazy.
How
That's
to
crazy.
The man comes on, says the N word, then reports me. That's crazy.
I'm not following
Man,
the Twitch account.
tap the stream. You might just not have a mute button, bro.
Bro, I don't want to have to. I have an idea. No, no. You wouldn't be able to stream it on Discord, would you, Brandon?
If I do that, it's definitely gonna echo.
Oh boy.
I can try, but it's definitely
It's
gonna
tough.
echo. Uh,
Oh, if it echoes on your end, definitely don't
Yeah, but
worry about it.
what's that? Not no. It shouldn't echo on my end. I'm gonna try. It should. I should be able to do. Shrink dot. Boom.
uh,
There you go.
it doesn't allow me to do that. Chat settings. It just brings up all
Boom.
this stuff about animated. I'm like,
Hold
no,
on, I got
bro.
a video for you, bro.
Account settings. No,
Oh, this
no.
says mute someone. Dang.
I mean,
Uh-oh.
yeah,
You're cooked, brother.
systems,
There we go.
connections,
Switch
no.
that one. Go to
Notifications, no.
Discord.
Preferences, maybe? Hold on. Videos will be
References.
muted by default. Hold on, try talking now.
Okay, dokie. How you
Now.
doing?
Okay, well, that didn't help. Well, that didn't do shit. That didn't do anything at all.
How did that?
Continue playing audio in the background. No, don't. Actually, don't do that. Videos will be muted by default. Tap it or use your videos. That's not.
Why? What the? What? Why?
Maybe if I hold on, if
Oh,
I leave,
no. Okay.
then
No.
ooh,
Why is it doing that? What's happening? Sharing
Zenraishi.
Discord.com. Stop sharing. View Discord tab. I don't want. Why did it make my thing look like that? That was the question.
Okay, yeah, it did. Okay, and you'll just have to give me. I'm not. I can't. I'm not gonna watch
So
that.
I'm sharing it on Discord, but now it made my screen look weird.
Oh,
Nope, don't worry about it.
no,
You'll
don't
know
do
what
that
we're talking about.
then. Yeah, I know what you're talking about. You just have to bring it up from now on. I'll be a minute behind. That's all right.
Okay.
But I already know what we're talking about next. We're talking about GameCube.
We're
Coming
talking
this
about
winter.
Oh my god,
peak.
bro, bro!
Nice.
Now,
I think a
while that
neighbor. I was looking outside my window. Hold on, I was looking outside my window while I was watching the stream, and I saw the what's the name, and I started screaming. A neighbor looked at the house, and I was like, "Oh, my bad. My apologies."
like my apologies. You
So
wouldn't
now we
understand.
have the NES, the Game Boy, and now the GameCube.
Yeah. Now
Which
let's go one by one
the games they talked
with
about.
what they showed us. Yes.
So
Yeah,
first, Wind Waker, which I feel like it's so funny that they brought this. Not because like, not because I don't have it to get it, but so many people have went through so much to get this game to themselves now. Now, and then Nintendo's like, "Bet here, we'll give it to you."
now
What do you
now it's
mean? so, so many people
Yeah.
struggled to get this game, and now they've given it to. 'Em.
yeah.
It's funny.
Yeah, the fact that we got Wind Waker, right? Like original GameCube Wind Waker, and then you have a remake or remaster of Wind Waker,
Yeah.
and then you have the GameCube Wind Waker again, except
Yep.
now it's actually moving at better frame.
Yeah,
It's just wild. Love this game, by the way.
Oh yeah.
Absolutely love it.
bro.
Love to its peak.
Guacamole.
You know what else is peak? Sorry.
That okay? Let's
Yeah,
calm
yeah,
down.
yeah. Leave it.
Let's
Leave.
let's calm down.
Leave it.
No.
Go to the next game. Next one.
You ruined it. You ruined
Next.
it, and we're leaving. Another
Next.
Soul Calibur. Is it one or two? No, it's two. Yeah, Soul Calibur
Two.
It
two.
is so kind
Yes.
of
Two. Two.
Which is funny
Yes.
because Nick, I
Yes.
know you have
Yes.
this. I know you physically have this.
I have this on the Xbox still.
Oh, you have it on Xbox? I thought
Because
you had it on
remember,
PlayStation. Not PlayStation. GameCube.
I have it on all of them because all of them have guest characters in it.
Yeah, yeah. Because I
There's like
specifically
two
remember
because
you
two
had the
has Link in it.
GameCube one because you had Link. I forgot that you had it on Xbox.
Yeah. Yeah, and Xbox had Spawn,
Yeah,
and
and then PlayStation
PlayStation
had.
had Heihachi.
I thought it was Yoda. Which one had Yoda?
Well, that's Soul Calibur 4,
Okay. Damn.
if I'm not mistaken.
Problem.
Your colors are showing Unk.
That
They're showing.
come on, shut up.
Yeah,
No, it's
Yeah.
it's just I was like because I only remember playing I only ever played Soul Calibur. I forgot which one I started with, but I only ever played it so I could make my own character and then just kill people in it.
it might have been 4 then. I think that was 4.
Yeah, wouldn't be
But I
surprised.
love Soul Calibur too. You know I love Soul Calibur because I played this on the Xbox all the time when we
Yeah,
were in like Xbox chat.
yo,
Yep, there he is. There he is.
he's here.
Ocarina of Time Link.
Dun, dun,
Bro.
dun.
Anyway, F-Zero, very cool. I don't care about it, but very cool.
Sorry, I've been
Those
playing
3
X-Men
fans.
99. I don't care.
Yep,
Another
you guys
racing
got
game.
it. It's not a
Pretty
bad
much.
game.
Falcon.
Yeah, not a bad game. Just know that we do not care.
I feel like we're going to the year
we
of
do not
racing.
care.
I feel like we're going
We
to
do
the
not.
year of the racing games because there's a lot
I
of
mean, it
racing games
probably
coming up.
is.
Come here. Okay, I didn't want to skip too far
Man, I
ahead.
don't even remember this story mode.
And then back to
When it shows all the games, pause.
yeah,
When it shows all those other games,
there it is. Okay.
pause.
Yeah.
Because you know
Yep.
you know what I'm gonna say.
Oh yeah.
You see that game right there?
Yeah. XD
You see
Gale
it?
of Darkness
You see
is back,
Yes.
baby. We are back with Gale of Darkness.
Wait, what's back?
Pokemon Gale of Darkness is back. It's one of the initial games that's going to be launching with the GameCube.
Oh.
The Black Lugia is back, bro. Not to mention, actually both, because it's Gale of Darkness and Coliseum. Yeah, Coliseum.
They show Coliseum at the very end.
Yep.
And I get Fire Emblem. I get Fire Emblem Path of Radiance.
Yeah, Path of Radiance.
Yeah,
Yeah, no.
people were
Shoot,
scalping
you.
that
I'm playing
game
that
for
too.
$400.
I am playing that. I'm playing that too. Shoot, Nick, let's do a duo stream.
Yeah, who will lose the least amount of characters?
Nuzlocke,
Spoiler
Fire
alert,
Emblem.
we both lose. We both lose when we get to the Black Knight. It's over.
Fire Emblem, Path of Radiance, Nuzlocke.
No, that's just the game. What do you mean? That's just the game.
Oh
It
god.
has permadeath built in.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah.
Super Mario Strikers, Chibi Robot, Luigi's Mansion.
And then they just sneak in Coliseum at the end.
Yeah, they literally just
They
like
could have
in
put it next to
Coliseum.
Gale of Darkness.
Bro.
Yep.
Yep, and Coliseum.
But yeah, it's not nice back
This
because
is the
the
best part for me.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So 6, 7 games? Yeah, so they just show 7 games, right? And then more will be added. But yeah, those are the 7 starting. I mean, that's not bad because I'm probably gonna play Coliseum, try to finally beat all the Coliseum. Because I think I had downloaded it as an emulator and never finished it. But I definitely play Coliseum, finish Coliseum, and then
What?
play Garden. What you call it? Yeah,
You did what?
I have the
What?
emulator for Coliseum.
The what?
Emulator.
Why are you tripling down on this?
Because I'm not changing what I said. I stand by what I did. Pokemon just knows what us fans are about.
No. They think we're good children.
Why do you think I still
Don't
play
lie with-
Why do you think I still play a Game Boy emulator even though they added a Game Boy to the Switch?
No, you mean the Game Boy that you got from your uncle that works at Nintendo.
Yeah,
That's what you meant to say.
Yeah, sure.
No, that's not what he said.
Sure.
Well,
That's the lie we'll keep telling them.
lie? Half truths. How about that?
That truth is crazy.
Nah, lies. Full on lies. I'm not telling the truth at all.
All right. Listen here, Buster.
Listen here, you young whippersnapper. This is cool that they're adding, they're making an updated GameCube controller to go with it too, though.
They all they added was the C button. That's it.
I mean, but
I'm glad you said that.
I would say, yeah, no, obviously the C button, but now it should have the same charger port now as the typical charger cords now. So at least it'll be using a because some people probably have an
Yeah,
old
so you
ass
won't have
cord.
to use a.
Yeah.
All right, don't attack me. All right, don't attack me. First of all, I definitely still have the adapter where I have to plug in the old GameCube
All right,
into the
don't attack me. It's crazy.
Well,
into the thing.
oh yeah, I forgot the initial GameCube controller for the Nintendo Switch, like a limited release. I forgot about that. Mine is not real. Mine is something I got off of Amazon. It's not licensed at all.
Oh, well, mine's real,
Oh,
and I
well,
don't
good
use
for
it.
you.
I still use the original one because
I only
just
use it
feels
when I
better.
play Mario. I only use it when I play Mario. And I'm using it when I play Mario Kart World.
I'll bust
stop.
this out. I'll bust this out if they put a Mario Kart Double Dash on the
Oh yeah, yeah,
future
Oh.
GameCube
yeah.
game.
Nick, that's a throwback. Why? Ooh, now I really want them to do it. Yo, cause you and me used to do that all the time, Nick. Why'd you bring that up? Cause that's a flipping throwback.
I had to. Your Honor, I had
Double
to.
Dash. Your Honor, it was necessary.
Yeah,
The plot.
I'm guilty.
Now I'm gonna be
We're
mad
at
if
the
they
pack.
don't. Now I'm gonna be mad if they don't. Cause now they got to. They have to now.
They don't got to do anything. They're selling a near $500 console with $80 games. They don't got to do anything for you.
I mean, yeah.
But
Okay.
that's for another discussion.
Actually, okay. So now we think. While this is also while we're also talking about this, so they're bringing the GameCube. We have the Game Boy Advance, the 64, the Genesis, the Game Boy, the original Game Boy, the entertainment system as well as the Super Nintendo. Are we I guess what the Switch or what other consoles are we missing? The Switch and the DS.
Uh,
We are missing. I mean, the Wii isn't there.
Not I said the
I mean,
Switch.
yeah.
Obviously, we're not
I
doing.
meant to say the Wii. I don't know why I said the Switch. My brain was saying
No,
Wii
we
and
knew
I
what
kept
you
saying
meant.
Switch.
I was saving you. I knew what you meant. I knew what you meant.
Oh my God, guys, we're gonna get the Wii U.
I mean, it might.
Imagine.
You say that it
Oh
might
my
appear as the
God.
Wii. It might just appear as the Wii and just be
No,
having Wii U.
that doesn't sound possible. It
They'll
doesn't.
have
I
the
mean,
Wii and the Wii
well,
U
hold on. Look at it
separately.
like this. Hold on. Look at it like this. Did they include the NES and the SNES as two different expansion packs?
Uh, you said the
Because if
NES and
they
the.
did that, then yeah, we're gonna.
I would say yeah, but mind you,
Yeah.
they split they have Game Boy and they have Game Boy Advance, but they don't have Game Boy Color. And I bet you the Game Boy has Game Boy Color games on it. That or the Advance might have the Game Boy Colors.
I don't know. We'd have
Yeah.
to look at it
Yeah.
right now.
Cause I was like, cause I don't see.
Right
You're
now.
loading it up.
Yeah.
Cause he's loading it up. I was like, cause I don't. We don't have Game Boy Color games. Is the
that is
question. So I'm wondering if that's either on the Advanced
true.
or the Game Boy.
You said what games?
Game Boy Color.
Game Boy Color.
Oh, okay. See, I thought you said the colored games. I was about to say what's happening.
Oh my God.
I know. It's funny you say that. I don't know if either of you watch
Color-
Cow Chop.
Color games only.
I don't know if either of you watch Cow Chop, but it was like they were playing Dark Souls, and he was like, "I'm fighting the colored one," and he realized what he said. Meanwhile, the friend just stood up. Alex stood up, and was like, "Oh my God." I was like, man.
That we lost our whole career on this, bro. Nope.
It's like that. That's crazy.
All right, Game Boy Advance. We got Jesus Christ. Jesus Christ. We got no games.
No colors. Yeah.
I'm just messing with you. I was waiting for it to load. We got Mystery Dungeon, Red Rescue Team. What game is this? F-Zero Climax.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was Game Boy Advance. I just had to make sure that was Advance.
Yeah.
Yeah, I guess Game Boy Advance just has all Game Boy Advance.
Yeah, I was like, they don't
Oh,
have
that's cool.
colors, Game Boy Color stuff on it.
So by that logic,
Nick, shut up.
the next logical step would be okay. The next logical step would be DS, then the Wii, then the wait. Which came first? Was it the Wii U or was it 3DS that came first?
I think it was a 3DS.
I think it was the Wii U.
3DS.
It was a 3DS. So then if that's the
It was
case,
a 3DS.
then the Wii U. Yeah, then the Wii U. Then wait, no. Does that mean we'll have to get the DS slot? Well, no.
But see, that's what I'm saying. So like, cause mind you, there were so many different variations of the DS. Are we sure they're gonna give us those different? They might just have one at the DS and then the 3DS.
They probably would, because unlike the Game Boy and whatnot, the DS and the DSi had the same games. It just had a different interface, and it had more options. Like you could download YouTube on the
Using that in the same.
You could download Flipnotes on the DS.
I would say using that as like using that as the same concept when they just do like the most updated 3DS that has all of the previous games on it, and just use that as like, oh, we did have the 3DS, and it'll have literally up all the original DS games as well as the 3DS games.
Man, I miss Flipnotes.
Nick, no, I don't. Obviously, I didn't know you at this point, Andrew. But I don't know if you remember, Nick. We were all. It was at my old house. We had all the kids in the neighborhood were using flip notes as a communicator while we were running between houses, with the other kids.
So that was Picto Chat, wasn't it?
I think it was Picto Chat. Yeah, no, it was Picto Chat.
What the fuck is that?
Yeah, that was Picto Chat.
It was like I think a good 6 or 7 of us, and we split up into 2 groups and went into 2 different houses of the families, and we're using Picto Chat as a communicator.
Yeah, then your mom would show up. Is like, what are you guys doing, bro?
And the thing I had to
That's what
carry
we're communicating.
my cousin.
Text,
My
just text
cousin was like a
somebody
little
else.
baby. We had to
Bro,
carry him because he was
bring
with us.
nachos.
Bring not.
Well, it was funny because we were like
Bro,
doing
nachos,
we were doing like a whole
bro.
special ops mission because the parents, some of the adults were throwing firecrackers in the sewers. It was like we gotta figure out how to way to stop them
Oh
before they blow up
boy.
the sewers.
Wait. Hold on. Lord draft. Somebody in Brandon's old neighborhood was dropping firecrackers in the stair.
Oh yeah,
Story for another time. Anyway,
No,
story for another time. Let's get back on topic. You know what I'm
yeah.
saying?
I mean,
Uh,
going back to picture checks, I'll never forget the some of the cool not picture check, but the other one with the flip notes was the different cool like animations we used to get from that stuff. Those were some dope animations.
bro.
yep, yep.
I'll never forget somebody did Thanks for the Memories but with Zim. And I was like, this is kind of fire.
Yeah, I was like, wait a second. I don't remember Invader Sim doing this.
Like
Wait,
that.
why didn't Invader Sim do
Dude,
this? Killer.
that slick got me started on what you call it? That's what's got me
As a
started
matter of
in
fact,
the stick figure fights. Drawing my stick figure battles.
that too.
Yeah.
I'll say
Yep.
this. Split Note is what got me into most of the rock music that I still listen to this day, as well as animation.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, Rock was going crazy back then.
Oh
Now that I
yeah.
think about it.
Bro,
Because it was such a good it, rock
2005
music was a good way to edit videos. It had a good like beat to it to edit certain videos, so it just fit right in a lot of different content. It was really good
oh my
music.
god.
Eek.
And now,
Deltarune?
is that what it's called? I thought it was called Departure.
Bro, they
Deltarune.
gave us
Yeah.
Deltarune chapter not only 1 and 2,
But 3 and 4.
It was like chapter 1 and 2, also 3 and 4. New.
no, because I saw the dog thing bouncing towards the screen. I was like, why does it look something out of Toby Fox? Looks at it for a minute. Oh my god.
No,
Toby
see,
Fox. Wait a
I saw
second,
the
what's going
dog and
on?
I immediately knew. I say knew. I didn't know it was Deltarune. I was like, oh, Undertale. That's immediately my first response when I saw the dog. I was like, oh, Undertale.
I said 1 to Toby in my car. I said 1 to Toby.
I was like, wait a second, Toby? Wait a second. Deltarune. Oh my god.
A
Delta.
heartfelt journey of humor and friendship.
I mean, you're not wrong.
It
Oh,
look.
well, I'm just reading what it said.
See, I don't actually know. I don't actually know enough lore about it. So when I saw this scene right here, I was like, wait a minute, that's Sans and what's her name, Friend. I was like, what's happening?
Oh my god.
He's like, it's Sans.
Undertale.
Is that,
Well,
is
that
that
was so funny.
Sans from Undertale?
He said, Sat.
I couldn't play these games because as much as I like how they look, I couldn't play them because I'd be too frustrated. They'd be killing me.
Yeah.
Jesus Christ. But definitely look cool.
Oh, yeah.
Shoot, I'm a part of the culture
But
that
3 and 4?
yeah, I'm a part of the culture I'm a part of the culture that did the the stronger than you but Undertale edition. So this
Bro,
I
oh
mean
my
animation wise, this was really great for me.
Undertale had a
Brandon.
hold in 20. What is it, 15?
Yeah, I think so.
Brandon, I still have the same version on my playlist.
Shoot, the Sands, I have all three so I can listen to them in tandem. I can't listen to them out of space. I have to listen.
And Clara? That's crazy.
Yeah, I have to have all three of them together so that way I can get the entire story because I love it. I love hearing all three of their responses.
I mean, yeah, fair point.
Oh, my God.
Undertale's
Undertale's almost 10 years old.
Undertale. Borderlands.
That's that.
Borderlands.
That's cool. Borderlands is cool. Not my thing.
Not mine either.
It is cool.
But it's definitely, yeah.
It has a very unique art style that I've always
So-
admired, but it's just not for me.
Well, see, funny thing is, because it's the art style is also the people who do the Telltale series, like all the different story-like games. And I was like, I've always been interested in the stories or like the like you said, the animation. I was never really into I never could play them, but I was like, I definitely liked how they looked. Also Civilization. I want to get into it, but every time I play it, it gets too frustrating for me.
I leave all that to you. You can have that. You get into
Have
it and you
fun.
tell me how good it is.
Fair
I'm
point.
not touching
Take
it.
some regrets. I got you,
Not ba-
Chief.
Yep, not a bad game, just not for me.
I mean, see, thing is though, it's too strategic for me. It's the situation. It's way more than I'm ready for. Because it's not bad. It's
Well,
just it's too technical.
that's fair.
And then
Yeah.
2K games.
Skip.
Oh boy.
That's the fastest skip I've ever heard in my entire life.
I mean, I don't even have,
Jesus.
it's so fast. I don't have to click skip because I might miss something important.
Oh, okay.
I'm just gonna let that
True.
flow through. Because this is where I kind of want to. I kind of want to take my time because this is where the stream originally glitched when it was live stream, and so like it just did music, and I
Yeah.
couldn't see what was happening. So we got another survival game with kids, another
Yeah,
kid
I had to
survival
switch
game.
to the UK. I had to switch to the UK stream
Oh
when it
yeah,
happened.
because everything started fucking up.
But yeah,
Cool game.
we got I got another here's another survival game with kids. It's like why? But okay.
Yep.
Stranded as kids. All of a sudden, the stream stops working.
Yeah,
That's
survival
just a terrible
kids.
time to do.
And they're on
Oh
a
well,
world turtle, which is kind of well, I guess instead of a world turtle, an
yeah,
island turtle, but still.
bro. How many times am I going to see a world turtle of or some kind of giant animal carrying an entire civilization? Like at this point, it's not even special anymore.
Yep.
You're right, but I like turtles.
Okay, all right,
Nick, the way
all right.
you said that, the way you said that. All right, but I like turtles, Nick.
I do.
Also, is this another Cult of the Lamb? What's happening here?
No, it's
Gungeon 2.
yeah, Gungeon 2. Like, I never played Gungeon, but I will say that it was definitely a game that people played back in the early 2010s.
That has the
Like,
same cadence as saying this game was designed and people did
it
play
was a
it
game that
at
it was
a
a
point
game that
in
existed.
time in history.
Like, yeah, people like Markiplier and Jacksepticeye, yeah, they played the Gungeon, Into the Gungeon, so it existed. That's about as much as you're gonna get from me.
Basically.
This is the first time I've ever heard of Gungeon.
Yeah,
So
no, same.
Yeah.
But it started off very Cult of the Lamb, so I was like, what's happening? And then we got another No Man's Sky knockoff.
Oh boy.
oh boy.
Which I'm wondering is gonna be. It looks like it might be more interesting, but at the same time, it looks just like another No Man's Sky. So, Star
I
Seekers.
mean, yeah,
It could be interesting.
I was like, yeah, it
me
definitely
too.
could be.
Sure.
That's why I was like, I ain't gonna Cyberpunk, Cyberpunk Ultimate Edition.
Bro.
Oh
Hey,
man,
so hold on, pause this thing.
yeah.
So, and I told Jason this earlier in the group chat. If Nintendo had pulled their heads out of their asses and managed to actively make a proper mobile console that had decent graphics and whatnot, Cyberpunk would have already been on it. Elden Ring would have already been on the Nintendo Switch. But they were just fucking around. They knew what they could do and chose not to do it. And now we're getting Cyberpunk on the Nintendo Switch too.
Yep.
It
I don't
all
said it.
came full circle.
It came full circle, and Jason hates it.
I would also like to
Jason hates
give
it
out a
very much.
fair warning to both the stream and you guys. The storm has picked back up, so let's
Oh
pray
yeah, very
that
much.
let's pray that nothing
It is.
happens.
It has picked up. It has picked up horribly. I cannot see any of the other houses that don't have lights on.
Yeah.
Guys, we might be cooked out here. We may or may not be cooked.
I mean,
Heat
we
up.
only got about 20 minutes on the stream, so not stream the direct. So, but yeah, no, it's dope. We're
Yeah,
getting
some of which we
Cyberpunk.
can skip over.
Yeah, Cyberpunk.
Took you guys long. Oh boy, I can't wait till we get to that trailer because I have something to tell y'all.
We'll
Oh my
see.
god.
Final Fantasy remake again. we're getting
Again.
another.
How
We're
many of
getting
those
another
are there?
Final Fantasy
Oh,
Final Fantasy VII remake
oh man.
for the what 12th time. Like, can
Yeah.
y'all quit releasing this
But
remake?
this is also the other part, right?
I think it's supposed to be. Yeah, I think
The
it's
other
supposed
part of
because
Final Fantasy
I,
VII.
I want to say these are yeah, because it's called integrated, so it should be both parts. Because that's what they're doing. A lot of these games, it was like, oh well, they had two halves, so we're gonna nickname the new game, and it'll be just both halves. Yeah, because
Mm.
and now they're just going over all, showing us all the different stuff. Hollow Knight, Silk Sword.
Can we talk about that? Well, how did they just throw that in there
First off,
so
you
Yeah,
casually?
uncultured swine. You uncultured swine is Silk Song, and yes, oh my god, how long has it been? 4 years?
I
Maybe
mean,
more. It's been more than
there
4
was a
years.
guy on Twitter saying that he would get himself arrested if Silk Song showed up in this direct.
Oh,
He's probably
oh
gone.
boy. He's
He's probably
probably
dead, maybe. Who knows? But
he's on death
they
row.
just, yep, they slipped this in, right? They just said, "Yep, Silk Song."
oh yeah, no, they literally just walk past it because like I didn't feel I accidentally skipped past too much because you also have like another game Kunatsumi, and then it's like, oh, then we're gonna show Silk Song, and then just keep passing. It was like, okay, Hollow Knight, and then walk next. Show them killing a few bosses. Story of Seasons, which no, I think the only reason why I was thinking
Oh
of Story
boy.
of Seasons is because like, oh, it's a 3D Stardew Valley. That was like
Yeah.
that's the only reason why I thought about that.
Ew, that baby is ugly.
Oh yeah,
Hey,
Good Night
oh,
Universe. Nick, this is your isekai. Go ahead and play it.
My
oh
isekai,
my
I don't want to
god.
be a part of any of that.
Good Night Universe. 2 Point
That
Museum.
ugly baby off the screen. Get him out.
2 Point Museum. Wild Hearts is definitely cool that we're getting that now. The discount Monster Hunter. Witchbrook, which is I was planning on getting
Like
that
Koei
anyway.
Tecmo.
So I want to get I definitely want to get that. I sure was by Koei, wasn't it? Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, Koei Tecmo's answer to Monster Hunter.
Ooh,
But I definitely want to get Witchbrook. Witchbrook definitely looks cool.
bro, no, I got it. Oh, okay, cool. That was a nice thunderstrike. Thank you, universe. Anyways, so so recently I'm a bit upset because recently we just lost Dauntless, which was my Monster Hunter alternative. So I have to pick up this new game. I have to because we lost Dauntless because
Oh
game
yeah.
studios have to be retarded. So I have to pick up something.
Had to be
I
what?
apologize. I apologize.
They had to be the special R, Nick. Yes.
No, we can't say this in the peak.
The
April
peak
2nd, 2025.
Sir, no one's in the chat. They'll probably view it later, but no one's in the chat. You are okay.
Wrong. All right, check this out.
Sorry. I'm sorry. I apologize. That slipped because I was upset and emotional. I apologize for that, but my point does still stand. Game studios need to be better. That's why we lost
I don't
Dauntless.
like the name of the studio,
Wrong.
Chucklefish.
Check out the chat.
Oh Lord, this man.
Check out the show. Oh my god. I
Which
don't want to go. I want to open back up Twitch because you want me.
I mean,
you're
you're
banned.
banned.
You're banned.
You're banned. You're fired.
You know you could actually at him. Like, you're banned.
You're banned.
You are a moderator, by the way, Nick. You technically do
You're
have that
banned.
power.
I see.
You're
I have
banned.
the little sword icon here.
Oh, boy. Oh no.
I mean, he want to abuse it. That's why I made it him. Rune.
Yeah, I sure
I
will.
would not abuse it.
I'm not saying. I'm not. No, Nick, Andrew. I didn't say that as in implying that you would. I'm just saying I gave it to him because if I was gonna have at least one person be it, it would be him because I know he wouldn't abuse it like
Oh,
other people. I wasn't saying it as a slight towards you. Calm down, Jesus Christ.
Yeah, he's not
well,
saying
sure,
you. He's not saying you would use it either.
Yeah.
I just so happen to have
well, it sure felt like it, Jack.
it.
Another Tetris game. Puyo Tetris.
Yeah,
Oh
Puyo.
boy.
Yeah, Puyo.
I kind of still want to play Rune Fiction. I want to get into Rune Fiction, but every time I play them, they're meh. But I do want to get
Yeah.
into Rune Fiction.
Bro, you mean Ruin Factory?
Same difference.
No, it's not.
No, it's not. They're two different words and dyslexic. Fuck.
I will remember its name once I get used to playing them. Then I'll remember its name. Until then, it'll be Rune Fiction. What show is there's a character that does that? He names the people wrong. Like he's slightly always off. It's like until he recognizes your character as a person that he cares about, he doesn't say their name right at all. What character was that?
Luffy.
Yeah,
Luffy.
yeah.
A lot of characters.
Yeah, a lot of characters do that, but Luffy is one of the biggest ones. Like he will fully call somebody the
I was
wrong
like,
name
I was like, at
until he
least Naruto
has to
gives
care
you.
about it.
He'll call people old. He'll be like Granny this, Granny that, but or
Yeah,
old person that. But he
but
still
no,
remembers their
Luffy
name.
will full on say your name incorrect and then just be like, "Oh, anyways," and then use it again. He does not care.
Yeah, Luffy on
Well,
his
now,
way to talk to a Boa Hancock. He's just like, bro.
Marvel Comic Invasions. I want to be good, but I don't feel like they're gonna have a good set of characters. Is my thing. I want more characters out of that.
I have
no,
full faith in this game because it's the same one that made a TMNT.
Oh,
Slave
it
event.
like visually it
So
looks like a good game. I just feel the roster is going to be lackluster. Obviously, they're going to have the
well,
characters that came out in the movies recently, but I want more other characters too.
I will say
yeah,
speaking of Marvel, I'm a bit surprised. We have
And just attach this, guys. We're back. Storm knocked me out. We're going to try to finish up this last bit of the stream.
yeah.
If I can just pull the video back up, where I can find the video. Where's the video? There it is.
You're live.
Yep.
Oh no. All right.
Boom. There we go.
well, now that you're live, I can't say any of the
Yeah, don't say no more profanity. Star Wars Outlaws. Nice, not bad. Hades. Was that Hades? Yeah, Hades too. Nobunaga, which I haven't played this version of Nobunaga yet. I might play it just so I can say I've played every type of Koei Tecmo game, but who knows? Fast Fusion. Can we talk about the Shadow Labyrinth? Can we talk about Shadow Labyrinth? Because what Pac-Man, evil Pac-Man, and I accidentally skipped ahead, so don't talk.
Yeah, I'm excited
it
for it.
has it's to an extent, but I have been wanting to play the game for a while because it's just so innovative. I guess that's the word I could use. I don't know. I could be extremely wrong, but that's the word I'm going to use. Innovative, because it's just fun. Like imagine just being like, hey, you know what? Since you guys want Pac-Man so bad, how will we give it to you in the form of evil Pac-Man?
I'll say that it's like
Evil
Pac-Man
across
Metroid.
the board.
Yeah,
And then we got
Pretty solid.
Raido remastered. Raido remastered. No sleep for Kaminadate from this thing. I mean, another JRPG, not bad. Reanimal looks
Damn,
terrifying. This is
I
terrifying.
didn't know what he was talking about at all.
Fortnite.
Like no sleep for who?
Got another
Sleep
Fortnite.
Anime Date.
What do
Kaname.
you mean I can't sleep? No.
We got
The
that.
same people who made the Somnum Files. Okay.
Yeah. Fortnite.
Okay.
We're getting Fortnite on Switch, guys. Let's play Fortnite on the Switch too.
That wasn't what I was playing Fortnite on for like the first 5 years of me owning my Switch.
Well, now you can play it on the Switch too.
Fortnite.
Arcade.
I haven't touched
Bro,
Fortnite.
Arcade.
I have not touched Fortnite in over a year. I feel
Archives. Arcade Archives 2. Race Driver. Race Driver. Professor Layton and the New World Steam.
Yeah,
The World of Steam.
Professor Layton. Yes.
Nick,
And the game looks
Nick
so good.
lovely. Nick is in a happy mood to see Professor Layton.
Tamagotchi. I'm actually kind of interested. I'm kind of interested in the Tamagotchi because like, if we're getting Tamagotchi, Digimon, can Digimon research this too? Because that Tamagotchi and Digimon are brothers. They are siblings. They're from the same family.
Man, sorry. Nope. You don't get that.
Fall Guy. I didn't know we had a human Fall Flat too. Am I the only one who didn't know we had a two?
No, I didn't at all.
I was like, wait a minute, there was a
You
two.
thought that one was
I was like, what the heck? We had a number 2. I know that that might be. I might be able to convince Jason to play the Switch then.
Oh boy.
And now for the game.
All of us just gotta.
Yeah.
We try. Hold on, which one? Which game is it?
Well, Human Fall Flat 2. I was gonna try to get him to play that because I know we've been playing that on the Xbox, so I've been getting him to play that. But
You playing it on the Xbox?
Sam got it to play. Had us playing on it, and then I think we drew Rashawn in.
Y'all have to tell me the next time you play. I have to play. I'm sorry.
And then this game.
This game, Just Blood. Is that what it was called?
Yeah. So am I wrong? Is this connected to Bloodborne?
No, we don't know yet. But when it first showed up, everything that it was showing before it showed the name of the game, everybody was like, Bloodborne 2? Bloodborne 2? Bloodborne 2?
He's like, please,
oh,
2.
God, bro, we were
But no,
so close. I'm playing it anyways. I'm playing it. I don't care.
We get a new FromSoft game that's
On the Switch.
exclusively on the Switch.
I don't. Oh, so we don't because it didn't say.
On all.
It could be very wrong. We could be very wrong.
I hope I'm very wrong. That'd be crazy.
What, for it to only be on Switch?
Yeah, that would be.
And what it look right back? It does look like it's a multiplayer. Cause there was a guy in the black suit. Yeah, there was a guy in a black suit, and then he summoned the other guy who had the 2 guns. So it looks like there's It could possibly be a multiplayer, or at least a co-op.
Yeah.
Well, we just gotta wait and see. We just need more information on it because it looks great.
Yeah, and it also showed like playing as the other. I would say yeah, and then it also looked like they showed you playing as the other characters too. So they showed a whole bunch of characters that you can play as, which is kind of interesting. That frog looks something. That frog was something. Yeah, like that's. I know Andrew can't see it, but Nick, you should see it. Like he literally did a pose, and then another person spawned in. So it looks like it's a co-op. It might be just for the bosses though, because it looks like they're walking towards a boss room.
No, we just gotta we gotta wait and see.
Yeah.
I want to say it is.
This dude was airwalking. Mm-hmm.
Man, your stream is lagging exponentially bad, but at least it's on.
Oh yeah, because it's in the red. The storm's got it in the red.
Yeah, the storm got you. The Fortnite storm. No.
Yeah.
You gotta get into the eye of the storm, man. Yeah, dude turned into a whole T-Rex.
Yeah.
I think that's what threw me off for a second. I was like, ooh, FromSoft, and then.
True. What threw me off was at the end, the dude who looks like he's an inpatient at a psych ward wearing literally nothing but a helmet and holding an axe, like an all white.
That's pretty normal.
I mean, literally, previously we just got to fighting what looks to be a giant wearing a lion mane. Then we turn to this. I'm like, wait, why is this? What? He better transform. This dude better transform. He better transform.
The ward and took the firefighter's axe on the way out. That's what he did.
This man better have some kind of cool transformation. Because that, what? Sir, I just got to fight a giant lion hermit. I just got to fight a giant lion person. And you come in here walking with just an axe. Then we got a winged rat with runes all over its body. That seems to be significant. Yeah, no, it is exclusive for the Switch 2, 2026. Available only on Switch 2.
Wow.
That's going to be interesting.
Absolutely wild.
Yes, sir.
And then if I'm quick, the next... Oh, creator voices.
A lot of stock in that game.
Yep.
On God.
For it to be only on the Switch.
Now... Oh, yeah, and then here's Kirby. Here's Kirby.
Yeah.
I'm going to skip a bit of the intro part. It's just him trying to turn on a star.
So a lot of people were thinking that this is what was going to be a
Smash trailer.
Smash Bros. Game, yeah.
Because Kirby's been in more Smash Bros. Trailers than Kirby games now.
He really has.
He's more of a Smash mascot than a Kirby mascot.
Well, I mean, made by the same dude, so
I mean, yeah.
Masahiro.
Masakura
Yeah,
Sakura.
and he's coming
Masahiro.
back because he left
He left for a
HAL
while.
Laboratory, right? He left the people that made because he made Kirby, but then he left because he didn't like the direction, and then he's here
Yeah.
for Era.
He came back with an OG. I'm gonna come back and bring you an OG with me.
He
And he
really
said,
was
"I'm
gonna
coming back
say,
with what
"Oh
I
my
made."
god, I really gotta." He's like, "I really gotta tell you fuckers how to do this right." All right, man. Oh boy, we haven't gotten to the trailer yet, but this game has me hyped more than anything. It's
I
the
know.
first
I,
Pokemon video.
I was like, cause I know for a fact,
Right.
cause I wasn't expecting it, but I know for a fact, cause one of my Pokemon YouTubers, every time we have a Nintendo Direct, he keeps asking for this, and it never happens. I was like, now I know for a fact he was hopping off the walls when he saw this. He probably lost his voice. I need to go see his stream reaction.
Hold on, hold on, hold on. Which game are we talking about?
The Donkey Kong.
The last, yeah, Donkey
Yeah.
Kong.
Yes.
Was it Nexus
Yeah.
that was going crazy?
No, United Gamer. Nexus probably did too, but I know for United Gamer has a whole like Donkey Kong onesie, and he's waiting for this. He was been waiting for this game for years.
I'm happy for him. I'm not the biggest Donkey Kong guy, but I'm
Yeah.
probably getting this game.
Oh yeah, it looks
Donkey
it.
Kong's redesign looks nice.
Donkey Kong.
So see, funny thing about that, that's what I was gonna ask. Are we sure it's gonna be a Donkey Kong, or are we think it's gonna be a new? It's another like a descendant, not a descendant, but another family member that finally took up the mantle. Because they've been increasing that lore.
It's Donkey Kong.
Yeah, that's
No,
Donkey Kong.
it is Donkey
Well,
Kong.
so the reason why I say that is because at some point in the trailer he has a hat on.
I mean, yeah,
You
because
just
he
want
was
to put that
purchasing
on.
the mines.
Okay. I was talking about like he had like the Diddy Kong type of hat, and then with him having the overalls,
Oh,
that's why I was like,
well, it can't be Diddy. Can't be Diddy because Diddy has a tail.
yeah, that's why I was like, that's what threw me off. And I was like, wait a minute, it can't be him. But I was like, mind you, at one point, technically in the OG lords, like one of them looked like the exact same one, but he grew up to be the Donkey Kong we know. So I'm like, okay,
No, so the
Yeah,
very
yeah.
first, the very first Donkey Kong game, that is DK's great grandfather, I think.
yeah,
And then DK Junior is Cranky Kong, aka DK's grandfather. And then DK's father is, I'm assuming, another Donkey Kong, and then we have Donkey Kong. So
we're
they
also
all
good.
share names, but
Yeah,
they aren't the same person.
yeah. They just nicely look almost identical to one another, so you can replace one with another.
Well, you say that. DK Jr., who clearly looks like a gorilla, ends up growing up to look less like a gorilla when he gets old.
True.
That never made sense to me. He looks more like
They're also showing this orangutan looking gorilla. So I was like, oh, it's another type of gorilla.
I mean, yeah, just right. Yeah. They
I'm
were
assuming.
called the
I was like, because there's a lot of them.
something because they were an enemy in the older games. They were an enemy in the older games. What were
Is he
they
a
called?
baboon?
That's what I was like.
Is it?
I was. That's why I was trying to get a better look because
Oh, that thing. It might be. I don't know. And of course, there's the female gorilla, as if Candy Kong and Tiny Kong weren't enough.
you know they gotta make you you know they gotta make the fan service.
Yeah. The fan service monkeys? Yeah, okay.
Yep.
Anyway.
Yeah, we Donkey Kong.
Bonanzas. Time to go
That's a cool name
bonanza.
too. Bonanza.
Bloom.
Third, Donkey Kong Bonanza.
July
I'm
17th,
happy.
2025. There you go, Nick. That'll be a birthday present for you.
I just love how expressive he is.
Oh yeah, no, it almost looks like it's a movie. I'm not gonna lie to you. The graphics look so good, it almost looks like a movie. So
Man,
that's
the graphics look so good, you forget that it's on Nintendo.
Yeah, and no one ever said that about Nintendo.
Oh my god.
this almost looks like a PC game before it's a Nintendo game. I know one thing though, and what I'm scared of, because trailer wise it looks great, but the way the as much debris that flies around when he starts breaking shit, I'm scared of the frame
Yeah.
drops.
Oh yeah, for sure. So I will
Let's.
say this: like when Mario Odyssey initially came out on the Switch, people were loving the graphics weren't that great, but people were still loving how it almost looks so high definition for a Nintendo Switch. As soon as you started doing something that caused like destruction or something, like even riding the T Rex, the frame rate would drastically.
Hmm.
And it was just like, oh, okay, yeah, well,
It's like the game works all perfectly fine until you do that one thing that the game couldn't handle. It's like
yep.
now we're moving at a snail's pace.
Yeah, that's what a good
Oh my
art
god,
direction will do to you. Yeah, it'll look very nice and
oh my
it'll
god,
let you ignore the
is
fact
that
that
a T Rex I
everything's
can sit
burning
on?
around you.
Yeah.
Is that a T Rex I can ride? Immediately starts printing your Nintendo Switch's memory. It's over. Your Nintendo Switch is about to explode because you wanted to become a T Rex. This is your fault.
You're gonna get the message saying that, oh, the Switch is getting too hot. We're turning it off.
Yep.
I've had
Never
that
got
message
your.
happen. I got it. I got it once. In the
Oh
entire
boy,
time I
what were
had
you
my
playing?
Switch,
What were
it
you
happened
playing?
when I was playing Xenoblade Chronicles 3,
Oh, that's the problem. Why were
and
you playing?
it got so hot. It said you're overheating. We're turning the game off. Leave. And I said, oh, I didn't realize the game was that fire.
Looks
Well,
like Rex's water suit wasn't helping out, huh?
no, and
Oh my
that's the
god.
thing. He wasn't even in there.
Oh no.
He wasn't in that one.
That was the problem. You needed his water suit.
Yep.
Yeah.
I needed to salvage your suit.
Yeah. But
I
But
okay.
know where
overall,
Yeah.
you whenever you started whenever you started going near the divine beasts in Breath of the Wild, it oh my no. No. You want to know the biggest frame drop for Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild? When you went into the Lost Forest, when you finally got to the Deku Tree and the Master Sword,
yep,
as soon as you
yep,
started
yep, yep,
walking
yep,
in,
yep.
the frame rate dropped
Hmm.
and you could tell, and it was like, what? And you had to realize,
I
oh,
saw someone upload that
oh my
on
god.
Twitter.
It was mainly
He said,
because
"Oh my God, Lost Forest
yeah,
finally playable."
Shoot, no. Pokemon
like
Scarlet Violet when you
getting
walk into the
inside the
classroom.
living. Oh boy. Oh my god.
Mhm.
Why are my classmates moving at barely 1080p?
Yeah, I hate that. All right. So I guess that's the end of the direct and stuff. All the
Yep.
stuff was
Yeah.
cool, right? Let me
Yep.
tell you about my grievances.
Oh
All
boy.
right. Game, right? Console is $450, and
Yeah.
I think I'm gonna let that slide for now, even
For
though
now.
it's roughly $350 in Japan. It is what it is, I guess. I'll
And the
just let
difference between
whatever.
them and entirely different. Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I will say this: pre-order is about to be a bitch. That's for sure. I've never pre-ordered a console, and I never will. But pre-order is about to be a bitch for anybody who does.
For sure.
It's
I
over.
I'm
It's
not
over.
gonna have this happen to me like with the PS5, where I had to wait like over a year to get my PS5. I'm getting this
What I'm gonna do is what I did with my TV. I'm going to lease to own one from Best Buy. That's all I got. That's all I'm gonna do. I'm not gonna have enough money to buy it at once now. I just have to lease to own it.
I mean, you have
Yeah.
till what, June 5th?
Yeah.
When that game
Yeah.
comes out.
No, because no, there's an issue. There's an issue. If I lease to own it, I'll still end up saving more money because I also have to buy a vehicle. So I
Oh,
have to
okay.
focus on one thing. So I'm focusing. Also, that's also the thing. I'm gonna focus more on getting this vehicle by at least the end of May, beginning of June. I have to do that first.
Well, see,
Okay, thank you for that adjustment.
yeah, I was saying because the only game I'm getting on the Switch too, right? Like the only guaranteed game I'm definitely getting on the Switch is Pokemon. Everything else was like I'll look into getting it when mostly. So I got into November basically for me. That's what I'm in no
Yeah.
rush.
Yeah, but you're not really incentivized to get the Switch 2 at launch, if we're being completely honest.
I
We'd
mean,
have to see
no,
more.
Yeah, no, but at the same time, like I said, I'm not getting base ZA on regular Switch, and then I'm going to have to update it to my Switch too. I'm not I'm not going through
that's true.
that.
That's true. That is also true.
So I rather just have the updated game when it comes out, especially since the Switch 2 comes out before
If someone
ZA.
were to buy me a gift card from Best Buy, would I be able to use that? Uh,
Pretty sure, yeah.
What do you mean? Like
Sorry, I'm just yawning.
if you use
I'm
a
able to
Best
use
Buy
the phone
gift
in my
card, can you use the Best
like.
Buy gift card at
No,
Best
no,
Buy?
no, no. Let me finish. I'm yawning. I'm yawning. If I have a lease to own and everything, could I use the money off of that Best Buy card to pay off some of the money for the lease to own?
I'm pretty sure. As long as
Assuming
I don't
money.
understand why. I mean,
assuming it is
you
at
say that.
Best Buy
I
specifically.
mean, like unless they're on some corrupt crap, you should technically be able to.
Where's my phone? I have to look at my phone. Hold on. Google has the answers. Google has
No,
the
they
answers.
don't. If they
I,
give you
I,
an AI answer,
I,
they're gonna
I
tell
would
you
say yeah. I would say be
the AI
careful.
answer.
I'd be careful about trusting Google at 100%, sir.
Hold on.
Take it at face value at best.
And while you figure that out, let me get the elephant out the room so then we can just let that all simmer down. Games are $80. Uh,
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
absolutely hate it. There's no easy way to say it. Just hate it.
Yeah, a game franchise that's been doing $30 for so long decided to let's boost it up. Let's be at the same price as normal games, $60. Now let's go higher. Let's do 80. Why? Why?
We barely got adjusted to 70, and then what makes it what makes it terrible for me, right? You
Uh,
can you can try to make the argument, right, for any other game, but when I sit down and when Legend ZA comes out, I realize there are going to be people paying $80+ for a Pokemon game. As a
yeah.
Pokemon fan, not a single Pokemon game alive shouldn't even be worth $50
Yeah,
for the quality that it is. If we're being completely
Yeah.
frank, if we're being honest, just being real,
I mean, you
$80
say
for a
that.
Pokemon game?
Look at. Hold on. You say that. Breath of the Wild was only say almost $50 when it came out initially. Tears of the Kingdom was $70, and people were complaining about it.
yeah.
Right?
70 bucks. People were complaining, and yeah, they had every right to complain about it. There were problems with Tears of the Kingdom. Even I had problems with it. I still played it because I was having fun, but $70 was not the right price for a game like that.
Yeah, no, for a game, like I was saying, for a game company that started off always being $30, which is why I end up being a Nintendo person because they were always cheap. The fact that we're now at $80 for a game is kind of unnecessary, especially when PlayStation and Xbox are still doing unless it's like a big title, their games are still about 60 to 70 bucks.
Yeah,
So like
Yeah, you can say it that way.
it's so
eighty
unnecessary.
dollars is just crazy. I can't justify it, me
I
personally.
can't.
Like I can't imagine even being a kid in this day and age, where you want to ask your parents like, "Hey, can I get this one game?" For us, one game at most was maybe 49.99, or even at worst 59.99. Now they're over here spending 79.99 for a single game.
Yes.
You might just get a game a year, and by the time you get to 3 or 4 games, they're
The
already on
new,
the next
yeah,
console.
the new consoles now. Yep.
Uh,
It just
Sounds.
sucks
Yep.
how expensive it is. This is supposed to be a hobby, and then just make it super inflated. Like I don't like that one bit.
Oh, not at all.
But that's my rant. That's all I got. To be
Yeah.
honest, pretty awesome direct up until we got the news about the pricing. We'll just see what happens from there because the pricing was literally the buzzkill. All of my excitement for it just went straight to zero once I saw that the potential that
wait, hold on.
Nintendo of all people thought they were gonna get away with eighty
Hold on.
dollars
When did they
per
reveal the
game.
pricing? I know they revealed the pricing for the Nintendo Switch 2 itself. When did they reveal the pricing for the game? I do not remember that at all, actually.
They showed it. It's on. I thought it was on their website because
It might be. Hold on.
Mario Kart
Find it.
World is 79.99.
Oh my fucking god. So for that, I'm definitely gonna just get the bundle that comes with the game. I'm not
Yep,
buying it by itself.
it is. I think it's cheaper that way. Just get the bundle with the game.
Which makes
which might be
sense.
what I'll do.
Yeah.
And then I'll obviously just play my backlog of other Switch games that I need to finish,
I would say
which
that
is
that is one of the benefits since we can transfer all of our Switch games over to it now. That is a good benefit. So we're once again it comes back to the we'll probably be spending more money on upgrading games into their Switch 2 variants rather than moving it over. But that all depends because like we were talking about at the beginning, how Scarlet and Violet is compatible with both, but it's not getting an update. Meanwhile, ZA will be getting its own variation. So,
in
but
which case you would, if you have the Switch 2, you would obviously just get the Switch 2 version
yeah.
every single time.
Yep,
Yeah,
Now,
yep.
I obviously you would get the regular Switch version if you just don't see the benefit of getting the Switch 2. Understandably so.
yeah.
It's called the Switch 2, meaning that,
Yeah.
well, I already got my Switch and the game that I want is already been made for the base Switch, so
So you just gotta update.
Oh,
it's
okay.
whatever.
You basically just gotta buy the update. Yeah.
So
Yeah.
Go ahead.
What'd you discover?
I was excited until I saw the craptacular lineup of games and the prices. Don't make me laugh. This is the Wii U disaster all over again.
It,
Back in my
I
day,
wouldn't go that
the
far, but it's
Nintendo
definitely
console
close
was
enough to
literally
it.
it's not. I don't. It's not as bad as the Wii U. The issue
Yeah.
with the Wii U is that they marketed
so.
it so poorly that people thought that it was just an extension of the Wii.
So it's not saying anything.
What about pricing?
Yeah,
For the price, I literally let me see.
people are saying like 60 and 70, 69 to 79, but I'm not seeing any definite stuff. Just people spreading either rumors or speculating.
Well, okay. So I guess
I
then
actually
let's
got
go, let's go look
a
at
screenshot.
let's go look at games that are for the Nintendo Switch too and see
Unless
what.
the host of the Game Awards, because that's where everyone got it from. Unless the host of the Game Awards literally lied to everyone saying
True,
the game is $80. If he lied, he lost a bunch of cred.
he probably did. Hold on, let's find some logic. That's a
Switch to game prices. Does that say? Oh, that's the regular Switch. I was about to say what the.
yeah. Now that's also something people were saying that the Nintendo Switch 2 price might be different, but for the Nintendo Switch 1, it still might be $69. So it'll still only be $70. But still, we won't know until we actually get anything.
You know what
And
might be
until we
happening is
what?
so basically if the Switch one like any game that could be on the Switch will be like your typical $60 to $70, and then the Switch 2 is the added $10 from the plus.
That's yeah, that's what people were that's what I was reading on. And it was on Reddit where I read it, so it's not the
Like
best
yeah,
source.
not credible, but yeah.
It's not the most credible thing, but that would make sense. Like it's $69, and then you have to pay an extra $10 because you're trying to get an updated version.
Yep.
But if that's the case, Brendan may have the right idea with waiting until November, getting the Switch 2, and then getting Pokemon Legends ZA on the Switch 2. Which, yeah, I'm gonna be
No, that
honest.
makes
Yeah,
sense. No, because there's literally nothing else that
Yeah, you'll
is.
you'll you'll be paying an extra $10. Like every Switch 2 game you'll begin will be essentially an extra $10 because you're getting the update, basically.
yeah. Because I mean, even because there's no point in pre-ordering it. With the recent Pokemon games, pre-order bonuses haven't been
No, yeah,
that spectacular.
you're at
And
best going to get a
oh,
poster,
Pokemon Legends,
or at worst get an update to your Rotom phone in game.
bro. Like I'll admit this. I'll admit this because I pre-ordered. Was it Pokemon? What's the name? Was it Scarlet and Violet or no? Scarlet and Violet just gave you that skin for having Pokemon Legends Arceus, but I pre-ordered Pokemon Legends Arceus if I'm correct, and I have the Hisuian Growlithe outfit and I have the mask, the Zoroark mask. That's it.
Yep,
And I
Yep.
like the outfit, but that's pretty much it.
yep. No,
So
that
in
yeah.
terms of pre-ordering, it's not worth it. I could just pre-order it and then I don't know. It's a lot of shit. It's a lot of shit.
All right. So,
But like, okay,
oh,
go ahead.
sorry. Go ahead. No, no, no. You go ahead and finish. I just got the prices
I
for
was
the
gonna
games that
say,
they showed.
oh well. Well, let you get to the answer.
Hold up.
I was
Okay.
also gonna say, well, Brandon. Oh, go ahead.
Oh no, I was like, go ahead. What you say? Because I was looking at. I was going. I'm talking about the pre-order bonuses, but go ahead and say what you're about to say before I say what I'm about to say.
Oh boy. So with what Brandon said, at the same time, if I'm already going to just pay for the Nintendo Switch 2 and then as well already have the game, $10 extra isn't going to be that much. So I'm going to play it by like ear and what I end up doing, but we'll see. We'll see at this point. I don't know. So go ahead, whichever one of you wants to go first, because something is definitely about to happen.
Go ahead.
Okay, so and of course, how do we? Before I fully go, I want to ask a question. Do we have a Pokemon Center in Tennessee?
Of
Not
course
that
not.
I. Well,
So then that makes this pre-order bonus even worse because the pre-order bonus is if you go to the retailer, you get the pre-order bonus of a cutesy plushie figure of either Chikorita, Tepig, or Totodile. That is your pre-order bonus. Is you get a plushie of one of the three stars.
yeah, definitely not pre-ordering that game for a plushie.
That is such a letdown for a pre-order bonus. I can just go to Build a Bear and get my own one.
Letdown.
Oh, I mean, you're not wrong. You're not wrong at all. Like, I don't know. I guess I
Shoot, no,
expected more.
I was like, no, shoot, X and Y's pre-order bonus. I got a whole timeline poster. As much as that's just a piece of paper, it's also kind of dope because you get a timeline of Pokemon from the first game to the last one, a proper timeline. They could have done better. They could have done better. They
They
just
could have.
just give me a plushie, which I could get a. It's probably not even going to be a good plushie. I mean, guaranteed it's from the Pokemon Center, so it might not be bad. But I could get a bigger Build a Bear one. So the fact that it's just the starters, it's
Yeah,
like,
in
come
black
on.
and white at least. I remember that you get a wallpaper. You get Reshiram and Zekrom's wallpaper, and you get
Oh
a
yeah,
background for
yeah. It was
one
like
of the
Yeah.
starters.
the pre-order bonuses have gotten worse as the years go on.
Man, we knew it was
And
over
then
when they
funny,
said, "Oh, here's a Rotom phone case." I said, "Bro,
every Pokemon presents that. Here's a new Rotom phone case. Stop. I don't even
I
want
think the Rotom
to.
phone was a mistake. I really do.
hold
It's
on,
not what they
hold on.
think it is."
Well, I get what you were saying. I will say the Arceus Rotom phone skin that I have is still clean. I don't care what anybody says.
It's probably the only good one.
I mean, fair point.
Yeah, I mean, no, like it kind of is because it's the only one that changes your Rotom shape. Well, not shape, but like all the other Rotom it's the exact same Rotom, just painted differently. Meanwhile, Arceus just has the whole ring around it, so it's the only one that has the biggest amount of detail to it.
Yeah.
All right, so
Mm-hmm.
Mario Kart World,
Yes.
uh, 79.99.
Mm-hmm.
Switch 2 exclusive, so you don't have to worry about upgrading, but it's just the fact that it is a flat 79.99 USD. Donkey Kong is 69.99. Switch 2
So
exclusive.
yep.
Deltarune is going to be 24.99. It's not
Okay.
an
That makes
exclusive.
sense.
Tomagachi Plaza. Oh, no
Eh.
price. It just says it was a Switch 2 upgrade.
Hmm.
And I think that's about it. Yeah, all they oh wait. Yeah, all they showed pricing wise were those three games. So Mario Kart World, Donkey Kong Bonanza, and then Deltarune,
I'm
which
surprised Mario.
is
Or
Deltarune.
no, I'm surprised that Donkey Kong Bonanza stuck with the $70 price tag, but then Mario Kart just decided, nah, we're gonna go ahead and flip over to 80.
Oh wow, we could have got a
I was trying
Dialga
to figure
Pokia
out what
figure.
justifies the 80
Yeah, I mean it. Who knows?
because I'd be disappointed if all of them just went up to like 69.99, and I'm like, oh, okay, that's a bit disappointing, but it is what it is. But Mario Kart World is 80.
Yeah.
Come on now.
Oh, so apparently, even though no one cares about bringing down Shining Pearl, they got a Dialga and Palkia figure if we had that one, if we pre-ordered that.
What you said, Brilliant Diamond?
Yeah,
Yeah, that game sucked.
but then, like you would have got a Palkia, a Dialga or a Palkia figure depending on the game you got for the pre-order. Mind you, all of this would only have worked if we had a Pokemon Center, though. We don't have a Pokemon Center, so those who don't live near a Pokemon Center, we don't get any good bonuses for pre-ordering our games.
Wait, didn't we just get a pin?
I think that's all we got from ours. Yeah, but now it's showing they're showing pre-order bonuses were the figures. So, but that says EB exclusive. So I'm pretty sure that's at the Pokemon Center.
Mm, that is tough. Well, mediocre pre-order for a terrible game.
Go and get it for PlayStation Switch 2, Nick. Go ahead and get it for Switch 2. Run it back.
Get what for Switch 2?
Brilliant Diamond the Shining Pearl. Go on and get it and run it back.
That game is gone.
Go ahead and buy it
Game is
again.
gone. Reduced to atoms. It's
Go
gone.
ahead. Go ahead and buy it again.
That it was the first time that I felt robbed by a
You
console.
would know it'd be so funny yet maddening. Instead of giving us a like a upgrade pack, they give us a platinum version for Switch 2.
That'd be funny.
No,
I'd be punching the wall and I'd threaten every possible thing at Game Freak ever, but at the bare minimum, that would have been funny. I wouldn't do it obviously, but it would have been funny.
like the biggest like the biggest I don't even know like to call it an ass pull or so. It's like let's go ahead and say we want to make it compatible. Well, if we're gonna make Pokemon Brilliant Diamond and Shining Pearl compatible, why don't we just make it platinum? It's like I hate why would you do this?
Yeah, see, that's some backwards, stupid stuff that Masuda would unironically do if he were still running the games. He
Yeah.
would say, "Wait a minute, platinum? Yeah, 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 we made that. We made that." But we're getting off topic. I'll leave
Yeah.
it at that.
I mean,
It's
sure,
been
shoot.
almost
Yeah, I'll say,
2 hours.
yeah, it's pretty much wrapping up session. But yep. Well,
I
guys,
think that's it, guys.
pretty yeah, we discussed everything. We talked about all the games. We swapped it. It was like I said, from me, from my perspective, Pokemon, Nobunaga, and I think there was one other game. But like those, oh, and that not Rune Factory. What was the that Bridgewood or whatever it's called. Those are probably the main ones I'm looking forward to.
Richbrook.
Yeah, Richbrook. Those because I was talking about that through the regular Nintendo conference. So those would probably be my three Switch games that I'll be playing for a while until I add everything else over. But otherwise, so they said compatible games that are compatible. They need to give us a proper list. I want to see what games I have that can actually go over and what games I'm getting upgraded because that's
It has to be all of them. I don't know why they say majority. Like, what Switch 1 game is not going to work for 2?
you know. So I'm gonna need them to give me a I'm gonna need them to give me a proper list on that website of theirs if they want us to go on the websites and the apps. But
I'm
otherwise,
chilling either way. I got my Xenoblade. I got my Xenoblade X. I saw it in the trailer. I'm chilling, and I got it right here. Peak game, by the way. So, your takeaway. Um, you're gonna wait until ZA comes out,
I mean,
which makes the most sense.
I'm gonna try to get it basically as an early birthday present before Zaw, and then try to have Zaw out for it because I see Fire Emblem's already engaged on it. I might use that as an excuse to play Engage and play Scarlet and Violet again, but I'll top them over there and then Zaw. But yeah, I think that's it. Anything from you, Andrew? I fear that we may have lost
There it is.
Andrew. So with that, my dearly friend,
Well, for me, to summarize my points,
yeah,
uh, great direct. Pricing was a big buzzkill. Um, what I'll probably do is when the Switch comes out, because I don't want a situation like the PS5 where I just could not get a hold of a PS5 and then people were scalping and trying to sell it for
yeah,
like $200 more.
yeah,
So if there is a bundle, because they got the Mario Kart bundle, right?
yep.
I might as well get that because that would be cheaper than buying
The game
the
separately.
Switch 2 by itself
Yeah,
and buying the game by itself.
yeah. Which definitely be a fun game. We can all play together. Probably do some streaming off of that. So look out for that, guys. Keep an eye out on
Oh
that
yeah, for
stuff.
sure. Because that game is nice.
Yeah.
$80. Yeah.
Price could do better, but could do a smaller price. But it definitely looks like it's gonna be a fun game.
Yeah, it's a very fun looking game.
We're definitely gonna get our money out of that. So yep. Anything else?
Andrew?
Yeah, no, he's good. The fact that he stopped talking a while ago, he either zoned out or he's asleep. So we need to go ahead and end this before he starts snoring. This has happened before. Nick, you don't realize how much this has happened before. Which is why we need to end this before he starts snoring. So we're gonna wrap this up before he starts snoring and it gets caught in the background. Hope you guys have enjoyed the discussion and the discussion in the stream. Sorry I didn't do the live stream. I just wasn't really in. It was more for them too than it was for me. So that's why that was my excuse behind it. I will be doing as more time goes on, as I get popular and as I'm more I work on my models and stuff more. I will definitely be doing more live streams. It's just the timing of the schedule was not in the best for me. I was sleeping. Think that's pretty much it. So don't forget to hit. So if you enjoyed, hit that like button and subscribe so you don't miss another video. Comment down below what you enjoyed, what you want to see. As you know, I'm also still doing my other streams with the other games and stuff. I told y'all we'll be doing other games outside of Pokemon. We'll try to get Jeffy back so we can do our next stream so we can continue Elite Redux.
Yeah.
We do plan on beating Roxanne and trying that because that's going to be oof. If she's anything like I remember, that's going to be fun.
I'm confident.
Someone's got to be. Think that hit that notification bell so you don't miss another video because I'm quite literally posting every day. So keep an eye on that, guys. And I think that's pretty much it. See you guys next time.
Bye-bye.
Bye.